Okay. Hopefully we can hear them all good. Let me know about the volume.
Hello everybody and welcome to another Dune Awakening live stream. It's our 6th, if I'm not mistaken, and it has been a while. I am Natasha Rösli, Senior PR Manager here at funcom, and I have the pleasure to be your host for tonight. So we have a lot to go through. As I mentioned, it has been a while since our last live stream. But what's actually coming up, you see here on the side, we are going to talk about Endgame revamp, very exciting part of our stream today. We're also going to talk about Dungeons and Augments. We're going to talk about the expansion or the extension of the main storyline, quality of life changes. We're going to talk about Raiders of the Broken Lands, which is the optional paid DLC. That's coming out together with Chapter 3. And we also do a big Q&A in the end. We do something a little bit different now for today's stream because it's such a long stream and because we have quite big segments, quite exciting segments. We do a Q&A after each segment additionally as well. So if you have any questions, we will be collecting them from chat and answer them for the specific segment. So keep in mind to have questions that are specifically for that segment and for that topic that we talked about. But then towards the end, we'll have a last Q&A to kind of collect some of the questions that we haven't answered previously. And we also have a giveaway at the very end of the stream. So don't start spamming chat too early or I'm coming back to your house. All right, but as I mentioned, it has been a while since we have done our last stream for Chapter 2. That's because we have been very busy behind the scenes. So let's take a quick look at all the updates that we've done to the game since then.
Okay, chat.
You see here on the screen, there have been quite a lot of new things that have been added to the game for quality of life changes, additional content as well. With the last update as recently as 2 days ago, actually, on Tuesday, that brought a few new really cool things as well. For one, we have the base reconstruction tool now in the game.
Huge.
That gives you the opportunity to back up your base and then easily place it out again. So if you know you take a little break from the game, you have to go on vacation, you can actually use that tool. It should kind of relieve a little bit of the pain of coming back or taking a little break from the game for one reason or another. We also added the cargo container, which helps you transport lots of material and items in one go via a ornithopter, which is actually really fun to do as well. Something really cool. And then if you haven't seen it, if you haven't updated your client 2 days ago or haven't done it yet, we also had a little surprise, a little thank you from us here at funcom in the free pack, the Gift of the Sands free pack, which adds some really cool placeables for you to play around with.
The table was cool, guys. You can't deny. The table was sick.
Place. So something from us as a thank you.
I've got that tree in my base.
And a little tree here, almost festive for the holiday season. So yeah, if you haven't updated your clients, do that, and you will automatically have all these items available to you in-game. Right, then another thing that actually went out 2 days ago was regarding a community request that we had, because some people might not have Twitch accounts. So it's actually now possible to buy older Twitch drops from in-game vendors at Harco Village and Arakeen. So we did that as well. So obviously newer Twitch drops, new Twitch drops are actually live right now as well. All the Twitch drops are on those vendors, and as we get more and more Twitch drops, these will get added to those vendors as well. So right now the Twitch drops are actually completing the Observer building set for you. Also very exciting. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's get into the new and exciting stuff. So Chapter 3 is around the corner, and it's our biggest and most exciting update to Dune Awakening to date. I think I speak for everyone here when I say we're very excited for you to experience and see this new content, check it out.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Update, this chapter has also been built with your feedback in mind. So we have been looking at feedback, we have been following discussions, and one thing was very clear, that you were really looking for more diverse and more interesting ways to specialize and progress your character after tier 6, like end game, late game. And also that you are looking for more content to do, of course, once you're in T6. So this update is specifically addressing and putting system into place that lay a foundation for us to exactly do that for you. So I am done yapping now, so let's take a look at the announcement trailer for Chapter 3.
Okay, we've already gone through this, but this is just extra fun for us.
Chapter 3.
But we've already watched this.
Update to Dune Awakening yet. A rebuilt endgame, new maps, missions, testing stations, and much more. Choose among the great houses and take on Landsrad missions that will further your specialization as a crafter, gatherer, explorer, fighter, or saboteur. 10 new locations are available across the Overland map, each with new challenges.
I think the testing station revisions
These
are game-changing. They're huge.
New Imperial testing stations with scalable difficulty.
I'm so excited for the new locations as well, damn. 10 new locations. We're gonna play so much of this.
Once you've completed these challenges, return to your base and craft augments, a new way to upgrade your tier 6 gear and progress in the endgame. Dozens of augments are available for weapons and armors. Speaking of weapons,
that's what I was saying
dual
earlier.
blades provide a unique way to approach melee. The rapier, reborn, turns attack into defense in a single fluid motion.
Come and chat, we're all waiting for you.
And from afar, the pyrocket smokes
He's coming
out
on now.
those who think they can hide.
Get in here.
Hello there.
Peons, bondsmen, now familia, let the battle begin!
The main story of Dune Awakening continues in Chapter 3 with the new story.
Arena fights, Ash. 10 new locations,
the arena
new
in
testing
Neo
stations.
Carthag
You
and
can
fight in
do it like one
gladiatorial
tune where you can add
battles.
difficulty.
The degenerate killer!
Then reunite with a familiar ally and descend into the heart of the smuggler domain.
It's not every day we get visitors here.
Chapter 3 also launches with a DLC. This includes a full 74-piece smuggler building set, a 17-piece decoration set, 3 armor sets, and more. This is Dune Awakening, Chapter 3. A rebuilt endgame, deeper systems, new missions, new weapons, and new ways to define your role.
They came in nameless. Now the pig carves their legend in blood!
Please stay tuned for more Chapter 3 details and seal.
Okay, I was
Rex.
wondering if they were going to put a date on that at the end, but yeah, they didn't. I was waiting for it. I was like, are you going to put a date there just to like, you know, do something different?
So as you probably saw, there's a lot of things in that
jumper.
trailer, and there's a lot of things to go through.
I approve.
And we are going into the first segment, which talks about our revamped endgame. And I have 2 very exciting guests with me to talk about that. Let's do a round of introduction.
Yes. Hello, my name is Ola Andreas. I'm production director on Dune Awakening.
Hi, I'm Viljar Sommerbach. I'm the game director on Dune Awakening.
And he's our VIP today. That's the reason he has like his own proper microphone.
I've met both of these
actually,
legends.
All right.
Audio
My
issues.
microphone doesn't work, so I'll have to use this. Hello, my name is Ola Andreas, and I'm the production director on Dune Awakening.
All right. Just like game development, we'll deal with things that get thrown at us.
Does it work
All
now?
good. So we just, was that okay?
Does it work
all good?
now?
Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Oh, okay. So chat, let us know if
no,
you could hear both of them.
serious topic.
Okay,
Damn.
all good. Perfect. All right. So, endgame revamp. As I mentioned, like, Chapter 3 is really done with player feedback in mind. which also means we did actually revamp a lot of systems and mechanics that go into, or we actually added system and mechanics that go into progression and kind of customization for your character as well, for different playstyles and such. And while these systems are all new, one thing that is still there is the launch route. But
Yes.
it has changed a little bit. It's still there to deliver content to our players. But tell us more, Ole Andreas.
Yeah, sure. All right, so when we launched the game, our intention was always for the Landsrad to be an activity driver. That's always been the design intention behind it. So basically what we've done with Chapter 3 is we've built on top of that. So we've taken the Landsrad and we've created a bunch of new activities for the players to do.
I think we should actually have an example of that too, if I remember correctly. But
yeah, maybe we'll get something on screen. But yeah, so basically what you're going to do, as soon as you reach faction rank 5 on either of the factions, with the Landsrad now, you will have a new menu. Oh, look at that. So nice.
Wow.
Camille is taking a nice bow. Love it.
Okay. Right, show us.
Yeah, so here you see the Landsrad menu. It's pretty much exactly how you remembered it.
Yes.
So you still have the Landsrad with the two factions fighting over the dominance of the board, hopefully winning a Sizzlerad or just winning the Landsrad to, in the end, secure votes to vote for your decree. And you still have your personal rewards and everything. But there is a change to it. So now Camille basically just clicked one of those tiles to want to do a mission. And now you're basically selecting a mission to support that house. So house Mauritani, which is selected here. So as Camille just did, he went to go and show more about that mission. And basically now you're in the brand new menu, the Landsrad mission menu. And I think, it's a ton of new stuff in there. I guess we can go a bit deeper into it.
I love it.
The menu that we're seeing on the left side now, scrolling through, and he's highlighting there is 5 basically different categories of missions. You have the one called subtlety, which might be renamed to sabotage.
Gathering,
and then you have
crafting.
gathering,
so you can pick which
crafting,
missions you
combat,
really want to do to support the
exploration.
Landsrad chat. So
and
there's
we'll come back to
something
those,
for everyone
but those
now.
different categories represents different specialization progression paths that you as a character, or you as a player and as a character, can progress through. So you'll be able to specialize and evolve your character into either of those. I was just looking at Ignacy on the side here. So you can see Camille here has 2 missions accepted already. There's room for 3.
So you can only do 3 at a time?
That you can have accepted at one time. And you can also see there the different rewards and the description for that mission. The team's been hard at work building
Chat,
up.
what do we think of this? Do you
cool
like
missions
this?
for you
I
guys
love this.
To go
I
and
love
explore.
this way better.
And these missions will take you to new locations, as well as some of them taking you to Haga Basin or existing locations. Now we're seeing Camille basically accepting that mission, and then once you accept it, you have to also select which house you want to represent while doing it. And this will then go back to the voting power and basically winning the Landsrad when you finish the mission.
Yes, me too, Dan. I was just about to say that.
I guess we can go a little bit further into the rewards. So as you see there on the left side, there is a reward section. This is rewards that you will get just by completing the missions. So you can see here 6,000 Solari, 350 XP, and then 1,000 Landsrad contribution points. Those we will come back to as well at a later point. And then you have something unique on the right-hand side here, which is what we currently call bonus rewards, which are limited by a currency, I guess, a credit that you can see at the bottom there, which is 5 mnemonic recollection points. You have 5
is that
of
new?
these to start with, and then you get 5 every day, up to a max cap of 35. And then for those, you will get some nice bonus rewards. And then
That's
I can
new.
basically go into the top one, which is combat XP, and that will flow back into the specialization loop, which we'll go back to. House grip, which is a currency you can use to buy off-world components for, which will then basically tie into the crafting later, and then you will gain faction standing, which now is important because we've increased the faction rank from 5 to 20.
Okay.
Yes.
Talk a bit more about that as well.
I'll just mention one thing. It's that you can do 5 of these per day, and Ola said 35, but that's 35 per week, basically, that you can do. So. Yeah.
Oh,
also,
okay, there you go.
Combat experience
5
because
per
we
day,
actually did
35
combat
per
mission,
week.
and you get experience according to the different section that you're choose, like crafting. Or, now it says crafting and sabotage experience, of course. So going into that whole thing of, so you can actually choose something that you like doing, like your play style, right?
That
so
you enjoy doing.
If you don't like combat, you're not forced to do
something that's not
crafting
forced.
if you're really not a crafter, and so on. So more specialized in that sense.
Yep. And I think you mentioned it earlier. For us, this is a foundation that we've laid now.
Yeah, not Harkonnen.
And
We
wanna
don't
build
like
on
those.
top of. So we want to hear and see what the players enjoy playing, and then we can see how we can expand upon that with further missions and further locations to do that. Yeah. I do want to mention something. So you see, this is a separate menu, a separate tab. Of course, you can come at this from either angle if you wanted to. So if you wanted to go there from the Landsrad menu and select which house you want to represent, because now you want to continue fighting for a Sisselrod that your faction is about to capture, then obviously you can go there and specifically choose
they're
that
completely
tile.
controlling
or you might be more
how
in the
much
mood for
one
a certain
individual
type of
can
activity, and then
have
you
a
wanna,
play on the
you wanna maybe
Landsrad,
go here
which
and
I
select
like.
from
Now
the
it
type of
feels more
activity you wanna do.
even.
All right, I think, should we just jump into
Personally,
a mission?
I
Should
think
we
that's a
follow
great
Camilla and see
change.
what the
Means that
mission
more people
look
have to
like?
work individually to get it done. It's not like one person that's doing all the work.
Comment on
Yeah,
what
so
we're seeing right
so
now.
Ola mentioned that we have missions that go to Hago Basin, but we also have new maps on the overland map that you can go to. They're both outside
Rusted
maps,
looks
and
sick.
we also have dungeons that you can go to there.
We'll just, do you want to comment on the
Yeah.
ornithopter? Yeah.
I just wanted to comment because it's really cool. Some people might have already noticed it in chat. The nice little ornithopter that Camille is flying here is one of it's the new ornithopter skin.
Oh, it's so good, isn't it? Yes, Ashra. It's so
really
good.
Really dope. It's the smuggler one, and you'll be able to buy it from a vendor in the world.
So
And
it's
then
not part of the paid DLC. This is actually part of the free
Oh.
content.
free part, yes.
Yes.
Oh, it's
And
part
you
of
can
the
also
free.
see Camille's
Okay.
base here, built using the awesome Observer building set. Looks really
So I think
nice.
the bigger doors.
The bigger
Yes.
doors.
The really big
Oh,
doors.
wow, it's the
where
garage
you can
doors.
actually fit your buggy through.
Also a part of chapter 3, we have garage doors.
Yes, let's
You can
go
finally go in,
garage
it's a
doors,
2x2.
chat. It
You
only
can
took
finally go in
500
and drive
years.
your vehicles through a garage door. And they'll be coming in the different factions variants as well.
There we go. All right.
And, you
The
can also
buggy
see
looks
the
good,
buggy
not as
variant
good
of
as the
the
ornithopter,
smugglers. Yeah,
though.
sorry, I was Camille was lightly hinting at it, but yeah, it's really really cool.
Oh yeah, actually, I like the front of the buggy.
Okay. Now we're going back into the ornithopter, and we are going to one of those missions to see what that looks like.
So yeah, as Camille is flying out to go and get that mission, we'll see some exciting new changes on the overland as well.
Okay.
I don't know if you are able to see it as well, but there's some nice little new streaks on the wings of the ornithopters when they
Oh
glide.
yeah, do you see
Really love them.
that?
The air.
Yeah,
I
think
the
it adds-
condense. I don't know what is it officially
Oh,
called.
it's
Maybe
such a,
Corin knows what the officially
simple
called. I think
thing
there's an
that
official name
is,
for them.
but look how good that is.
adds a bit of flair. I like it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. That's such a tiny little thing, but the air effect looks sick. Yeah, nice job. I agree.
Right.
It's a very little thing, but I think that really adds to it.
So
Okay, here we go. We're gonna.
Welcome to the overland map again.
Yes, show
I guess
us.
we can comment a little bit about that as well. Do you want to comment on it?
I just wanted to mention that Camille had a mission selected when he went in here, and it actually auto-selected the map marker for it, so that the map direction, so he can actually follow it without wandering across the entire map. So it's a small quality of life thing that I think is good.
That's very good. I'm happy.
And I think a few of the cool changes you'll see to the overland map. It looks very different. It has a bit more of a visual flair to it. It's also a big change that we did was that we removed the water and the fuel loops, so you don't have those survival elements on the overland map anymore.
10 of them.
It did
10
it does
new
feel
locations,
like a cleaner
Ash.
experience right now.
10
and a ton of new ton of new locations have been added to the overland map. So now you even have categories in terms of which locations you can go to. So you can see here the different story missions, and then you'll see the different locations.
Yeah, these are the new ones.
Adding in Chapter 3 as part of the Lance Road missions. And then lastly, you have a tab for the 5 new testing stations, in which I think we'll have a deeper look at one of them later.
Yes, and then one of the next segments. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 new testing stations.
5 new
Yeah,
testing stations.
it's really cool to see everything come together. The team has been doing an amazing job.
Absolutely, shout out to everyone working on Dune Awakening. Absolutely amazing work.
Maybe you want to comment a little bit on the mission, William?
Which mission was this? So just mention, like, if you saw the ornithopter there behind us, that's actually the exit point. I just wanted to mention that because you can.
Agreed. Why do we have to wait till 2026? Oh,
but let's see,
I
what is the
see.
mission about? I can't even read what's on the screen there.
It says
Locate and activate the first
Ixian
triangulator.
So you're finding 3 different triangulators here.
Yeah, so you just go to these different points, and then you get your triangulation underway.
Ooh! Whoa!
I love this effect, by the way. I don't know why, but I think it's so cool. It just, it has like this, I don't know, it just feels so engaging to me. Not sure.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Love this effect.
And it's worth mentioning that I think maybe now we just have 1 mission to this area, but you can actually pick 3 missions, so you can do them at the same time to maximize your
Oh
output,
wow!
basically.
3 missions for just this one little area.
See that Camille has not mastered hydration loop. Oh, sticking to the shadows.
Oh wow! That one was a bot. You guys know I would totally step on that shit. I'm sorry. I would 100% step on that. Okay. Locate the cave.
So the map that you see here, it's a new map. It has multiple missions that's going on inside of the map. So as Vila said, you can pick up multiple ones if you want to.
Yeah.
Also, they're all you can go in there as a group, a party of 4 if you want to, and the missions are now also shareable. So you can actually share them with your friends. If one of your friends have a mission and the other friend doesn't have one, you can just share it.
Okay.
So now Camille has triangulated and found the location of the cave, or he needs to find the location of the cave where the signal originates. So he's basically now just clearing some
Maybe
enemies
eventually they will, yeah.
masterfully.
Would be nice. I agree, Asher.
With his sword.
I think one thing to mention is also that it was important to us to add content that is both playable solo and in group.
Yes. So all the missions are playable solo if you want to, and we're getting more into the dungeons later, I guess. But yes, it's important for us that you can play it either alone or in a party. Yeah, there's some enemy activity down here needing to clear. And you've located the Blushing Cavern, which is probably one of my favorite location names in our game.
I was thinking the same.
Boots' favorite.
It had an internal name before, which was definitely not as cool as this.
Can you mention it? You shouldn't.
No, it
like
was a very boring internal development name.
I
So
see.
I'm glad we got a narrative pass on it.
The writing team
Yeah,
prettified it.
keeping it keeping it nice and Duney, tasteful.
Junie,
alright.
I love that.
So yeah,
Nice
seeing
slow attack.
Kimmel clearing out enemies, not using his spice addiction. I guess he's saving it for an important time.
Okay, now this is the waves.
Right,
Defend
now
the
there's
beacon.
apparently a wave of enemies coming, so you're defending the beacon against the enemy reinforcements. See if he see how he does. Should have brought some friends, maybe. Maybe he can take it. Maybe he can do it
He
himself.
I
got
think
this,
he's
he
doing
got
just
this, he's a
fine.
pro.
Camille is owning
I
here.
believe.
Hopefully he picks up the bodies to bring them back to the death still afterwards.
Oh, no, good point.
Can't let water
Don't
go
let,
to waste.
Yeah, don't let anything waste.
Oh.
Very true. So that dash from the NPC.
Ah, he's got skills.
Nice.
Easy. All right, so that phase is done now. Now he has to get out of the cave.
Yep.
How
So
is he
he's gotta
gonna-
get out? Obviously, if he wanted to, there's a ton of loot there, resources for him to get. There's some secrets here and there as well that our team has put in. So he kind of just went straight through the main loop of the mission now to show you it.
Oh my
in
god,
a
look at
quick
this
way.
chat. He's
But
just
yeah,
hovering up.
There's stuff to explore.
For sake of efficiency, we just ignored everything else for now in that cave.
And yeah, now he's going back to the Ornithopter to claim his rewards. Oh, he's just gonna leave a grenade for that guy first.
Nice little, little goodbye present.
He was almost fast enough to turn the camera away for us to not notice. All right, knee charge all the way.
That's how I
That
do
knee
it too.
charge. I need to get back into doing that.
We have some good
Knee
traversal
charge.
abilities. Knee charge and Shigawaris.
Yeah, he
It's,
threw it too high. It was a good aim
biometrics
though.
Telemetry is one of the most used.
Yes. The dual
abilities
blades.
when we do traversal, so non-combat abilities for sure.
Yeah.
All right, now he reached back to the exit so he can view the mission report from here.
Oh, look at this.
Get all over the info about his rewards, and then he can claim it basically directly from here. Maybe you want to talk a little bit about this, Viljar.
About the rewards.
Yeah.
So basically, we just finished a mission here, and these missions, they go into kind of powering your character. You help with the Landstrat, so you help your faction win, but it also goes into powering your character. So basically, you get specialization XP, you get house credits, and faction reputation. And some things are gated behind faction reputation, so it's a good thing to keep grinding away at these missions. Yeah, so the specialization XP, it unlocks traits, so that you can eventually apply augmentations to items. House credits, you use those to purchase cosmetics, crafting components, and you, like I said, you repeat Landstrat missions to keep growing your character's power.
There you go.
Here we see
Yeah.
the new specializations. There are quite a lot of them.
I want to max out everything.
They go into the 5 tracks that Ole already mentioned. Worth noting, though, is that if you want to go into the augmentation loop, which adds different types of powers and abilities and stuff to your weapons, you want to do at least a few of the crafting ones. So because that unlocks your ability to start crafting these augments. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk more about augments later, but I think, a bit more about specialization maybe.
Yeah, no, I think Viljar covered it pretty nicely.
This is going to be a
hundreds
beefy
of,
stream,
different
chat. They're
upgrades
going
here,
through so many things.
You can go pretty deep, I would say.
I like the
And,
idea too.
Each of these major traits that they're called, which is hovering over now, they cost you spice to buy. So you'll need spice to buy them, and then you have some nice free ones in between as well that are just specialization
we need
increase.
spice to buy them. Okay.
Specialization
Makes
bonuses,
sense,
basically.
right? Spice is the currency.
Yeah, you can see a nice one there. There's been quite a few players have asked for a way to increase their inventory slots. So the first one that he hovered on was a way for you to add a new row, like one row for your inventory, which is pretty exciting.
Finally!
You have a ton of them that are doing different things. Vehicle speed bonus. You have heat mitigation on vehicle. Yeah, like this one. There's more inventory slots increasing. Yeah, there's just a ton of them. Extra skill points, damage mitigation, and then the augment system that we're gonna get into later is gonna there's a
So
few
there's a
ones
real
regarding
reason
that
to
as
do
well.
all of these,
So
basically.
yeah, the progression
Because they
team
all
has
have
really been
different
hard at
things.
work building out and fleshing out all of this. It's really cool for anyone who likes to go deep on their character and their progression. This is definitely you're going to be your favorite menu from now on.
I like it because
just
it
want to
gives me
mention that
something
this
to
goes
do,
in
man.
addition to the skills menu that we were on in previously. So that's not
That's
going away.
huge,
You can still
Ash.
progress your character via the normal skills menu in addition to the new specialization menu.
And I think it also needs to be said that obviously you can try to max all of those, but I think we talked about this. It might actually take like a year if you really want it, because it takes a while to really. So which I am personally very excited about, because I like to feel special. You know, I like to kind of like, oh, I am one of those people who can really do this particular thing because I maxed out that specific line or tree in this case, right? So that is definitely an option now. You can become, especially later when we talk about augments.
Dude, they've done that to choke hold
very
the players
specialized
because people are
in
going
that
through this content way too
particularly.
quickly.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this this change personally. I can't wait to go out and do missions, and they're repeatable. You can go back and do them, and then we'll keep adding missions and locations as we see when we see what people want, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to talk about what happens at level 19 on the faction ranking?
We can,
Yeah, absolutely.
So basically, when you get to level 19, depending on the faction that you're with, you'll get a new special mission to kind of take you over to faction ranking 20. It's quite relatively involved mission with a lot of cool things and stories. So you get to delve deeper into factions and your faction and meet some important.
Yeah, the
people
gear
from
looks so
Dune lore,
good.
basically.
Exciting.
It
Definitely
is
for the people who know
Harkonnen,
the
yeah.
lore well.
Keep.
Meeting more people from the books and such is always exciting. Alrighty. I think
Are we on the next bit?
do have, that was it for this segment. So we go over to the Q&A now. So we'll see if we have, oh, actually, no, yes, I almost forgot. We actually do have an example of the different missions, what they can look like as well. Maybe one of you wants to
So that's
comment on
basically the
that.
smuggler's run, where you have a race-like thing where you go and it's not triangulation. I don't remember exactly what we called it, but in that neighborhood, basically.
Oh my god, yes, I want to
you
race.
have a certain
Chat will
amount of time to clear
flame
it.
me. Oh my god, I've never been so excited.
You can beat your personal best.
Yes, you can of course beat your personal best if you remember. So
I think it's the map best as well.
yeah.
This is the Broodworks.
The Broodworks.
Yeah, the Broodworks is a fortress that you need to basically, what's it called? Not intrude, but
Infiltrate?
like infiltrate is the word I was looking for. So you can see here, it's like more like an infiltration mission type map.
Stealth map, kind of.
Yeah, but there's tons of combat in it as well. Lots of cool locations, camps, and different things for you to explore and do. I really like this map. Actually.
I'm
It's
assuming we
really
can
cool.
still do this in
Got
groups
a lot
of four.
got some verticality to it as well with the different heights of that. And then now you're looking at the Blushing Cavern again, which has this nice little cavern area as well, with some earthrite crystals in it as well.
Yeah, I want all those crystals to mine them. I was thinking of me and
Super
Dan
exciting.
when we did our
Got
big
Wreck
run.
of the Tyke, which is also another map, a radiated, radioactive shipwreck that's crash landed that you need to go and explore, find some cool stuff in it, figure out what happened, maybe. And there's some, you better bring your radiation suit there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It definitely looks very green and very toxic in there, radiation-wise. I think when we just talked about shipwreck there, the overland map also has now all the location that you can actually replay too.
Yes,
right?
yes, you can go back there and replay it. Some of them will require you to have a Lancelot mission active to be able to go there, while other locations you can go and replay as much as you want, and they're built for it as well.
All right.
Replayability.
Great.
We love that.
So now, while we collect a few questions from chat, so I'm just going to check there we go. Fantastic. We already have some questions ready here.
Okay,
so
here were the questions,
I was going to ask you
guys.
about your favorite specialization and things, but we already have questions ready, so that's perfect as well. So, Allah, I'm just going to butcher. I apologize beforehand, Chad, if I butcher your name. It's always a bit tricky. Alaskan Kare 911 asks on Twitch. So if you are tier 2, you can still do Landsrad as you currently do. These missions are open after level 5.
Correct.
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
There's your answer. You want to add?
You have to be faction rank 5, right? Before you can do them, actually.
The missions.
Yeah. So you have to you have to have engaged in the faction loop before then. And when you faction rank 5, which I think is currently the maximum, then you get actually another mission that's
well, I'll be damned.
Gets you started into this Landsrad loop, basically.
All right.
Chris,
so,
10 months of bloody fun. How are you today?
Then we have another question from Bueno Flex over on YouTube. Is the progress for you only, or progress for guilds too, in regards to the Landsrad?
This is only for you as a character, basically. But like by doing this, you obviously help your guild and your factions as well. I will mention one thing though, that if you go down the crafting specializations, it's very smart for at least someone in the guild to have done that, because that means that you'll be able to craft all of the different things, or the augments for all the different types of weapons and armors.
Oh, who's going to be the crafter in our guild?
If you just do the first step, you can craft, like I think it's for one particular weapon, but then you expand and you'll be able to craft for.
I am ready for Christmas.
So having someone on the guild who can do that will help the entire
guild. It's going to be a very
guild.
special Christmas.
In an indirect way, I guess.
Are you, Chris? Have you wrapped all your presents?
It's like the old part of the Landsrad that we had before is still there as well, where you actually fight for your faction, and then you have the other thing on top of that for you personally. All right, the real Bajich, I think,
we got to get
Guildy
Asher. We got to pin
or
someone.
3 missions repeatable during the whole week?
So you can do 5 of these. You can have 3 missions at the same time, but you can do 5 of them each day, and then during a week you can do a total of 35.
Well, sorry. You can do as many as you want, but you can only get the bonus rewards for up to 5.
Oh, you can do as many as you want,
based
but
on
you
the
can only get the bonus rewards.
Mnemonic recollection.
That's very important to know, actually.
Dune lore.
Yeah. Thank you, Joel. All right.
You can just do others if you would like.
over on YouTube asks, can you build bases in the new location?
Unfortunately, no.
No.
I mean, they're on the overland map.
They're not meant to be permanent locations for you to settle. It's more of a location you go to do to explore and do an activity and complete something, and then leave.
Yeah, there's no way they would allow you to build.
Over on Twitch asks, are these missions repeatable?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. That's the whole purpose of them.
Yeah.
Light of Zion on Twitch. What happens if you bring another vehicle tethered to your carrier ornithopter to this location, Blushing Cavern?
Oh.
So when you enter, for example, the Blushing Cavern, what actually happens is similar to when you're going to a social hub. Your ornithopter stays basically stored in outside of the map in a way. So the ornithopter that you saw at the entrance kind of represents your exit locations. You're not bringing your ornithopter and your tethered tethered vehicle to the location. That said, if you have a vehicle backup tool, there will be, for example, the Smuggler's Run, you will be able to place out your vehicle that you have stored in the backup tool.
Okay,
that's a part of it as well.
I'll mention one thing. You should remember to bring your vehicle back with you afterwards as well, because it will probably get lost to the sands.
So fun, I may go insane before they go back. Oh, I hope they have the best Christmas. I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas.
Asking, is there a limit to specializations like there is a level cap for skills?
Is there a level cap for skills?
Yeah, time, like you said.
Like you said, like
time.
A year to
You're
like
limited.
get everything.
A year. A year
I
of
think
dedication.
like currently it goes to 100 on each of them. basically. So
100?
there's plenty of things to fill out.
Okay.
Yeah, that is going to take you a year.
Not
Wow.
lucky, Exe, over on Twitch. Is the cost melange or sand for specializations? So spice sand or spice melange is the question.
Is it melange? Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. I don't actually remember that.
Yeah,
but
don't look at me.
yeah.
That I actually don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Not
about
like
to say that'd be
easy,
too
so yeah.
easy. Okay.
All right.
You are tier 6 probably at this point.
Yeah,
Anyway.
here's the thing. This is end game, late game content as well. So by then you're probably established and have like your spice, going, flowing, so to speak, or are part of a guild. Sisha, you don't have to be part of a guild, just exactly. Sisha over on Twitch, will there be some new skins for clothes and equipment? That's probably not specifically to this segment, but we can,
they're going to do the DLC.
Yes, in Chapter 3 there will be new skins to both vehicles and gear.
Yeah, both free and also in the DLC, of course.
Yeah, free and paid, so you get
All
best
right,
of
let
both,
me wait a little
chat.
bit to see if we have more questions coming in. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm actually curious, what is which specialization are you going for? Which specialization tree, basically, and also which specialization are you most excited for? Besides the augments.
For me, it's the augments.
Besides the augments. You'll learn afterwards why they are so cool and why they're so important.
For me, like this update is definitely like if you're a player and you like number go up, this is an update for you as well.
Yeah.
And
Give the serotonin
getting
boost.
into the augment system and the augment loop and applying augments to your gear and weapons is really cool because you get to get more damage or stats out of your gear. Basically taking tier 6 in opening up the max cap of tier 6 basically, which is really exciting. So for me, crafting and then maybe afterwards exploration maybe. Yeah.
I think I'm kind of partial to the inventory one is kind of obvious. Basically, there are some things.
The
that you just want to
inventory
get done.
one
So
is
like in the crafting, so that at least you can
huge.
start on that loop for sure.
How do you know?
There's also some that allow additional augments to be added. So like there is that. But I think that what like overall what has me excited is that if you have a weapon. Tier 6 weapon that you like, you can actually change the personality of the weapon depending on how you augment it. So you can have something that fires maybe, continuous shots, then you can give it burst fire and you can have it be more controlled. And it's like we have weapons that have these aspects in the game, but now you can take one that you like and actually tweak it
He
to the way
always
that you want it
does.
to
He
play.
notices
So I think that's
everything.
pretty cool actually.
That would have been my answer. I just generally like kind of improving the weapon and how it works. Like if you can go from single shot to auto fire or reduce recoil and all that stuff, that's for me. That's where I would go. But you have lots of options, and that is also what we wanted to give you, right? Like your way, play the game, play your specialization, and how you like the gameplay you like. So
we go to the next section, please. Two more questions.
Wait, was there water and fuel? Ultra Beard on YouTube asks. So they didn't know that it was water on the overlap map, water and fuel on the overlap map.
Well, there was a reason why we removed
Exactly. I was like, I'm gonna come. Yes, exactly. So it was kind of like a bit of a redundant system since you didn't really have to pay attention to it. So off it goes. And then we have the last question from Twitch. Elora Gem is asking, when you go through specialization, will it be lost if you respec your skills? And also, will the spice upgrade be lost each time as well?
No, the new system like that stays. You've earned that basically. So that the missions you've done, they map directly to one of these 5 paths basically, and that stays.
Okay.
All right.
Are we going to the next section?
All right. So remember that we will have more Q&As with the other segment, plus a main Q&A to kind of catch some additional questions at the very end. So don't hesitate to ask questions. We try to answer as many as we can. But before we go into the next segment, we are taking a quick little break and get ready for cover our new eco-labs and augmentation and also some combat information.
Okay, here we go. Oh wow, they're actually doing a break. Right, chat, if any of you need to go pee, I'm not saying the other one, now's the time. Also, chat, can someone check for me that I'm live on the Steam store page? I should be live on it the whole time, but can someone just quickly check for me and be an angel? Just check that I can't know basically until I click off of it. Oh. Woo! I don't know what else to write. We'll just write woo! Okay. Miss Ash, I didn't want to say it. Am I not on the... I think I probably was at the first one. Okay, that's fine. I should have been on at the first bit. That's fine. They said I would be on for the first hour. Let me kick myself off of it now, because I was on it the first hour with them, and then now they've got their direct. Yeah, not right now. Okay, that's fine. That's perfect. I will click off of it. There's no need for me to try and stream to it. Oh my god, why is this Twitch chat so negative? Oh Lord, have PvP is for psychos. Wow. There you go. Actually, it's a different streamer. Oh! Maybe I'll put it back on then. Maybe it's rotating. It's fine. I did check with them. They said I have permission. Oh, I don't even know who that is. Not you trolling the Funcom Street chat. I mean, come on. Some of them need to calm down. Neither do I. Yeah, I don't know that. Half the game is PvP. They need some creatures. Beef Wellingtons, do you not know Dune? Well, actually, Dune, actual world does have some creatures, but not that many. It only has a few creatures in its world.
All right, welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
We have a new face with us. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is
hi.
Alexander. Nice to meet you guys.
Whoa.
I happen to be in the middle. Hi.
A new old face, yeah. For the people who haven't actually watched, I hope no one hasn't watched our streams before, but what do you do?
I am a gameplay designer at Funcom.
Exactly,
This will be now the year 17.
Damn.
So it's been a hot second.
Yes.
It's been great fun.
We say you're by far, like by now you're like part of the inventory, like
Inventory?
furniture, your
Oof.
furniture,
Oof.
yes.
17 years
All right,
at a
so
game
this
studio
segment
is unheard
is
of.
about combat and our scalable new dungeons ecolabs, which is very exciting. So for one, first, we actually do have new weapons
We're going to do
in
that first.
the game. Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
We also have some cool clips we can show while you talk about them. Potentially. There you go.
There we go. Clips.
Clips.
Right. So first things first. There's 3 of them. This is the first one. This is our first range addition to the game. This is along the same lines of a flame-based weapon, but instead of being a direct fire flame-based weapon, this is a parabolic. Has a bit of travel time, has a bit of skill ceiling. Players can lob these wonderful balls of fire at their foes. Ideally, you know where your baddies are. You can use spice prescience to expose them, either from behind cover or you've seen them go into cover. And then you proceed to lob the balls of fire
I am
near the cover,
literally
around
using
it,
that
to force them to go out.
You already know.
Fire goes through shields, applies burning dots, forcing players
Fire
to
goes through
act,
shields,
or
finally.
NPCs to act. And we can see on screen here, deploying it in relatively nice fashion.
Can I just say, I love the splash effect of that
It's exactly
fireball.
like a
It
grenade
looks
launcher.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a wonderful experience with Joel arguing about the naming convention of this thing. I think he ran away to fight the drop bears in Australia after our conversation.
You'll be good for content. Think about the content, Ashraf.
I have
Content gold.
I have issues remembering it. Pie rockets,
It's
yes.
a great name.
Pyro rockets. So it's just like, but I can't remember the name, like for the life of me. Horrible. All
And
right.
here is another edition. So that was the range edition. This is the first of the 2 melee editions. Here we see our
Yes.
characters equipping a dual dagger weapon.
Finally.
Right now in the game, we have 2 classes of melee weapons that players have available to them on live, which are the dagger animation set and the sword animation set. And here is the first dual weapon, dual dagger animation set. In terms of playstyle, we want to do something different because we have a baseline already. We want it to be a little bit special, a little bit nuanced, a little bit for the connoisseurs to try to explore the amount of depth we have in the system. So these 2 dual daggers really incentivize aggression, focus, and commitment. They are not a great, compared to the sword, AoE weapon, while they're quite tasteful as a single target anti-shield weapon. This clip here doesn't do justice to them truly. I think the players that are playing our internal playtest right now will have a fantastic time with them.
Oh,
Once
I'm
a character
excited.
gets up to speed, like we see the jumping sequences there, they will be able
Gonna
to
rocket
quickly
the
and in chain deploy
logos.
multiple attacks
Yes.
that penetrate character's shield. As a function of that, they require some commitment, which means you're opening yourself to threats from other characters, which is why they're not a great area of attack weapon, but it allows you to deliver multiple slow
Really
blades
fast.
that penetrate the shields
Yeah.
within one window, especially within one
Why is he
window of
holding this mic
second
like
wind
this?
weakness.
He
So
needs to just
if you
hold it
outplay your
like there.
opponent, you
He's
blow
holding
out
it
their
to the
stamina, your
side.
abilities, or your melee attacks, expose them to a second wind window of vulnerability, and you proceed to follow through, massive damage.
So fast, slow blades,
Yes.
basically.
Yes. Yes.
Very-
A
very
bit
cool.
risky, a little bit of commitment, with a little bit of planning, finesse, and you'll get what you want, which is big numbers.
You also see the little
numbers.
clip here, which we're going to talk about it actually in our next section. We're going to talk about story a little bit because those
Right.
2 knives are coming from, or these dual.
They come a
blades
little
are
bit
coming
late.
from a specific. Yeah,
Yes,
but
they come a little bit late in the overall progression for stories, but players will get them and they'll have a play with them. So here is the second of the 2 melee editions. Technically speaking, rapiers have been in the game for a while.
I was
now.
just
They
about
were
to
there
say.
at launch, but they mechanically function as extended range daggers. For us internally, we always felt that we could do better. It was just a case of resource allocation. So here we had the resources, and we chose to have something with a little bit more depth and nuance. So I like to use the following term to describe the rapier. It's a offensive defensive weapon. While that may sound a little bit awkward, by this I mean every attack, not every attack, the opening attack of the rapier, as you can see here, the half circle, is technically a parry window. If you time it correctly, you are offensively parrying your opponent. And as well, we can see there's a backstep. So you do not have a block function, but your left click is a parry forward and attack, and your right click is a parry backwards attack. So you choose your distance, you choose your pacing, and you step in and out of range, trying to catch your opponent off guard.
I don't know
And again,
how I
like the
feel about
daggers,
this.
To create some nuance and variety, this is not an area of an attack weapon. This is a focused dueling weapon where players try to bait each other out to see who fails the skill checks before they proceed to
It is
deliver
very
slow blades.
interesting.
I love how it feels like a dance
It's
almost.
very
here,
different.
and
It is
like,
so different once you're playing a game.
Very rhythm based as well, in a sense.
I just want to mention, like the skill. I feel that the skill level for required for the rapier is higher, so I can't claim to master it. My favorite is the
It
dual
could
blade.
be,
To me,
Asher.
it's
That's
much
what I
easier-
was just
easier to use.
thinking.
I will mention though that we've also
I wanna
equipped
try it.
NPCs with rapiers, and we found out that was quite hard. So I had to give the direction that like let's try not to have more than one rapier in solo content because they're quite aggressive with them.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
interesting to say in solo content. We actually get back to that.
Oh, that's a
later
very
as
interesting
well.
word, right?
That's yes. So, but there have also been changes to stamina. How stamina
Right. So there has been a There's been.
They
this
said
is an interesting-
Q1.
this is-
They
this is an
said
interesting
chapter 3
discussion
will be
because I'm not sure the best way to
Q1 of
take this app.
2026.
So I'll take it from
Ash.
the.
I was
guess I'll take
hoping
it
we'd
from the
get a
player's point of
date.
view,
So
right?
far,
So
nothing.
The
I
experience
really
for most
hope
people
that we
is
would
that
have got a date.
they feel
but-
like their actions do not have weight and value when they deliver them to a target, both in PvE and PvP. That message was received multiple times in our feedback sessions from players, and we've been working through it to try to create an interesting experience where everyone is rewarded for the price that they pay for an action and for misplay against an action. So we had a feature that we deployed in patch 1.2 where internally we called it Ghost Dash. I think we have silver ghosts and golden ghosts already in the game now. One of the things that didn't come aligned with this was the appropriate pricing and triggering of this effect for the corresponding state that you meant to exit it with. Said another way, we want players to pay a higher price for dashing out of abilities, which is when you dash, you've been knee charged, and you choose to dash.
Bisect
Okay,
hosting,
that's
of
great.
course. The
But you
number
pay a high
one
price, you
server
pay
to
a
get your
gold
Dune
price.
servers.
However,
server
if you
hosting.
had received a stagger from a melee weapon, doesn't matter which melee weapon, and you choose to dash out of it, you only pay a silver price, a medium price. And on the low end of the scale, movement is
Use
just
my
cool.
link.
Moving
My
around is cool,
discount
predicting is
code.
cool, evading is cool. It feels great, it looks great, let me feel great, fantastic. The normal
there you
dash,
go.
when you're not paying anything to get away from something, it's a little bit cheaper. So it's a little bit more easy to use, you feel great when you do it, and you can position yourself to deliver more gameplay effects. The end result of our goal, and this is obviously still in balancing, it's been in our internal NDA playtests, players are going through it, we need to find the right actual numbers. The direction for this is that we want players to commit, to succeed or fail, and then pay the appropriate price for their choice.
Yeah.
The actual price, is it going to be 80 stamina? Is it going to be 70 stamina? Is it going to be 50 stamina? We'll figure out in playtesting.
All right.
If you dash away from an ability, it should be expensive. From a stagger, medium. And just normal traversal, cheapest.
Yeah. So we will have to test
Okay.
all of this. It's like
This is
needs
not
to
just
be
for players,
balanced,
this is
of
for
course.
also NPCs. Then we'll see our
Yes.
players' experience in a minute.
Yeah,
He is
exactly.
extremely
now, there's also changes
passionate.
to respect
Okay,
him.
let's
How
just
respecting
make this
works.
very
So
clear.
one
There's
of the
nothing
other
wrong
points
with
of feedback
that.
that
He's
we
just
really wanted to get on top of is that the initial implementation we had for the respec system was relatively brute force hammer solution where you had a static cooldown window that you had to wait before you could try another playstyle. We have some pretty big commitment windows for amount of progression, and we honestly just decided, we should just let players do more interesting things. Let them try different playstyles, let them experience different things. Let them just respec a little bit more often. So instead of having a static window, you pay an increasing amount of spice cost to respec more often. And you can just respec more often, but the price goes up.
Sounds good, I think, at least to me. We'll see how.
Completely
of course,
narratively correct.
Yeah, but also like how we get feedback on it and things. We'll adjust accordingly if.
I love that.
see that
Completely
something needs to be
narratively
adjusted.
correct.
So
Like
now
the
we
guy's
talked
like
already also previously about faction ranks, about the repeatable missions.
little does he
the
know,
content
people
there,
don't care
and
about this being
specializations
narratively correct.
Specifically,
Unfortunately,
Now,
they
we
just
also
want to play it a
have
certain
not-
way.
you actually mentioned it, we mentioned it briefly
Thanks for
earlier.
being your
Not
rain.
1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 new dungeons and eco-labs
Okay, 5 new
in
dungeons.
the
Jen.
game, which is super exciting.
Indeed.
So we can actually jump into some gameplay as well while we talk about these particular dungeons and how they tie into the system
Oh,
of
wow, look
further
at that
progression and
mask.
specialization and all that. And
Yeah, so you can get Landsrad missions to do these as well, but like whereas the Landsrad missions are focused on your own power, like increasing your skills with the specializations, this will tie closely into
He does.
the power
Look
of your
how
gear,
cool that
basically.
mask
So you're
is.
going
I
have
wanna
be
know where he
running
got
these a
that.
few times so that you get the things to craft for the augments and things like that. And even if you, let's say you get schematics that you don't care for, you can actually recycle those and turn them into.
I think we have to take a step back because we haven't actually explained what augments are,
Okay.
right? So because maybe we can start with that. Because, yeah.
So start with augments.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So augments are things that you are abilities in a way that you slot into your weapons. So you can see here these are level 1 augments. You see that on the circle. It has like just one pip on it. They go up to level 5 basically. And then for each weapon, for instance, you start by the lowest ones you have. You can only place 1 in, but then you can place up to 5 into them at the most, basically. So you can really that's how you change the personality of your weapon if you want to, or you can just have damage numbers increase and things like that.
We can go a bit more into that later. I just wanted to take that a bit earlier since we're talking about it already. But now let's talk about the dungeons and how those are actually important also when it comes to these augments and why these dungeons are interesting.
Yes, you will get things here that you
Yeah,
will
they
need
do.
in order to craft.
Those dungeons are a
to
new light.
craft
Yeah.
your weapons, use your weapon schematics and your augment schematics that you have to learn, and then you can craft these augments, and you can put them into the suitable type, whether that be armor or different weapon types and things like that. And even all schematics that you don't care for, like I mentioned, you can actually recycle those, turn them into fragments that are then to be used in your crafting. So it's not a waste, even if you got something that you didn't need specifically.
So now what we see here, maybe I'm not sure who of you wants to comment on what exactly we see here. Like before you go into a dungeon, you have
Yeah, I can start.
Scaling. Yes.
Basically, so we have now dungeon scaling so that you can challenge yourself. You can start at 1, which will be easy.
Yeah,
go
this
all,
is
go
huge.
all the way. Well, quite a long way, basically, on the challenge levels. And depending on the challenge level that you pick.
Yeah, I want to
but
make a
it will,
video
of
like that,
course,
Ash.
increase the challenge the higher you go, but the benefits and what you get for doing the higher challenge level are of course beneficial. And
I'm happy for
I don't
this
think
when we
it's
do
in this
groups.
build, but we've actually today, at least me for the first time, played dungeons with a new system that's quite exciting, which is not only do we scale the obvious things like hit points and damage output of enemies, but also depending on how many players you are going into the dungeon, we also scale the number of enemies. This means that as a solo player, you will get a solo experience. A group of 4 will get a 4-group experience. But you can also play with 2 and 3, and the numbers and everything else will be scaled towards that. And also the difficulty of the challenges will be dependent on where you set the bar, basically.
Yeah, I
We also
didn't
just
realize
saw,
that originally.
when you put it all the way back,
you can't go
actually
all the
get
way to
denied.
the
Sometimes you
max.
can't
That's
actually set it to
interesting.
that difficulty level because you need to
Complete.
beat the previous
Yeah.
one first to be able to
Okay.
go through.
Yeah,
Again,
this is correct.
add
You
in
start
more
at-
stuff
I think
so
you
that
can
they
go
stay
up to 5
longer
in the beginning
playing.
in how we have
It's
it now.
quite easy.
And
They're
then you have
finally
to
just
start,
padding out the
start,
game,
increasing the challenge.
which is
Now,
what we need.
interestingly, you might be able to pull off a level 5 challenge without having upgraded your gear or anything like that, but it will get challenging real quick because we expect after that to actually have gear that is augmented as you go through.
Yeah. You see here the modifiers as well for the different difficult scaling and ranking. Plus, of course, you see what you actually get, like drop rates for specific thing. Where, of course, the augmentation come into play again that you already talked about a little bit. We see that on the side.
Backing
But
up
yeah,
the base
let's,
to use
I
the
think
guild
we're just
base.
gonna jump
That's
in
good.
and
We want
see
people to
what
use the
those
guild
look
base.
like. We have
Ash is
a
only
team of
using
4
it at
here.
the moment.
And before we jump into it,
And
I
I'm
would like
just
to
using
show
it for
off
crafting.
the personal light that we worked on. As you can see here,
But I'll be
Camille on the
logging
left
on, getting
side
ready
there,
for
he
this.
has a personal light with him. Obviously, it's more helpful in dark environments, but it actually follows where he looks quite effectively.
Oh,
It's,
I want
it's
the
a
light.
much needed improvement for what was the personal light, basically.
Yes, it's a complete rework of your personal light. It looks really cool too, like your little floaty
Oh my
body
god, the personal light is
And as we can see here, we're going into a poison dungeon. Someone said it would be a good idea to have a static compactor with you. I don't know why, but there might be a good reason.
No, we can only scale the 5 new dungeons. They said it earlier. We
And all
can't
these
scale
dungeons,
the
they have
existing
They
ones.
have 5 different themes, so each of
Which
the
is
5 new
sad
dungeons
because
have
I
a
wanted
different
Testing
theme.
Station
This one is
10.
poison. But we also have electricity, we have darkness, we have fire, and we have radiation.
Damn, we're
And we play
100%
quite differently.
gonna
the
have to
bosses are
log on
different,
and
the bosses tie into
stock
the
up
theme
on some
of,
shit so we can dive straight in. I think Ash is
The
probably
main
going to be
vibe
playing
of
this
they're very
over
different,
Christmas.
Yeah.
So
and
he's
going to
ready.
a poison dungeon, it would be a good idea to actually have skills that mitigate poison damage. Going into the radiation dungeon, good idea to bring a radiation suit.
Yeah, we do.
Electricity, I don't think we really have mitigation, but don't get hit by the blasts.
I think don't
suppose.
get hit is generally a good thing
Sure.
for like
Yeah.
dungeons and electricity specifically. But yeah, but we see that our team is making its way here, making their way. So also we have those doors, of course, that we can talk about as well.
We have, at least internally, and I've called them the blood doors, basically, where and this is live already. We've done some tweaks to them, and there are still a couple more tweaks coming, actually. But they spawn enemies at intervals, basically, to provide challenge.
You also see that there are specific traps as well that players have to be careful about, environmental hazards and things like that, of course. I actually like how organic this dungeon looks. I think it's very like...
I love how this dungeon looks too.
Very like, I'm going to say Last of Us, but like very organic and poisony, and I really like what they did with the
It just looks a bit less boring, I think
so
is
you
the
do
word.
have to clear those rooms, of course, the blood rooms, like we are also, we had in some of the earlier eco-labs as well, the T6 ones. Is anyone using dual blades?
Yeah, and Camille, I saw him use dual blades.
Yeah.
Dual blades work really well if you manage to stagger an enemy for a while and just keep going, because your speed of attack
I'm just so happy,
accelerates, and they all
chat,
do
that we're all gonna
damage
be able
the
to like
shields,
just
basically,
party
so
up,
it's quite effective
and then
one-on-one.
we've got loads of content to do. Like we can do level 1, then we'll be like level 2, then it'll be level 3, and that's on just one. So we have so much that we can do as like a party or a team.
I don't remember which difficulty did that. Was it difficulty 5 that went in here with? Oh yeah, we can, exactly. Difficulty 4. Yeah, exactly, of course. Yeah.
That's actually reasonably hard, can be.
Well, they can handle it. The team can do this. I probably could have gone to difficulty 5. They have a good mix of different playstyles here too.
Yeah, they're all playing very differently.
There's some need charging going on.
Just healing up a little bit, make sure we're ready for...
And we've done some updates to the signaling of the wave space, because sometimes you might feel that, oh, did the encounter actually end, or is it bugged? And then we have actually some signaling with, we start with blinking lights to show, hey, this is a good time to reload, to put...
I was just about to say the cape that Camille's wearing is absolutely sick. That like sheen kind of cape, I want
simple
it.
mechanics, but they actually...
I'm getting that.
They are quite useful.
Now we
He
actually
picked
saw,
up a
some
fragment?
loot there, also from a chest.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming chat is actually able to hear those audio cues.
It's
We can't,
only
of course.
4 still for the dungeons.
No, of course, just we can't.
But to be fair, in any time, there's never like 6 of us on at one point. Usually, anyways. 4 for us is an alright number.
They're basically destroying
You
those
know?
poisonous pods first, so they don't get, or they're trying to anyway. So it doesn't. They just explode in the worst kind of time when they're already engaged with like additional ads. Which is a good idea to just get rid of them early on.
I might mention one change that we're doing, basically, because when you go into here, it's quite easy to get poisoned. When you go DBNO and then you revive, currently the effect stays with you, which is quite annoying. So we're actually clearing all the debuffs that you have on you when you revive from DBNO.
Wow, this is a lot. Even this is like level 4 difficulty, and there's 4 of them. This is
the pyrocket doesn't have friendly fire, but you have to be careful not to damage yourself.
I like it. Yeah, I 100% think it was needed.
And it's just really nice to, if someone goes into cover, just to get those NPCs out, or like area denial, as you mentioned as well earlier.
Right here we have a dual blade.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Let's use the burrow darts.
I was thinking the same. Someone is.
And you can of course
Very focused on
see your
drilling.
friends' personal lives as well, which, talking about optimizations and everything, isn't always the case, but you at least see the lights from everyone, which is quite handy if you go to the darkness dungeon, for instance.
Oh my
We
god,
have
his gun is so OP,
guys.
guys.
Show a little bit what the other dungeons look
Oh
like
my
as
god, the
well.
wave's still going!
But of course, we want to make our way here to the final chamber to also talk about something that's new and that we've put into the game as a foundation to build upon as well for future updates.
Yeah, so we've done a lot of UI work actually when it comes to the bosses. And we've been quite conservative with some UI elements in the past, but we're going all in on these unique bosses.
We should take it already a little bit ahead. So we do actually have now unique boss fights in the game, like a first version of it that we're going to build upon. But it's definitely something that I'm very excited about specifically. So once our team here is getting rid of those lost,
My god,
That's-
this is brutal.
doing their best. They're doing really well though.
They're doing
yeah,
well.
they're doing really well. Because those dungeons are not easy, especially if you crank up the difficulty as well. Like I said though, like, I mean, there is kind of a limit where you won't get rewards anymore, right? But you can actually crank up. There's no limit to how difficult you want them to be. You can actually go to difficulty 100.
Oh
So
my god.
I feel like guilds and groups of players will challenge each other in like who is the first one who can get and prove that they finish the dungeon on difficulty 100, for example, right? So I think that's at least for
they
me.
play
because
this
I
game
like
24/7
I
after.
like, you know, first
No question.
world raids, encounters and things like that. So you can actually do that here too. It's like, who's the first
They
one
were
to do
practicing
difficulty 100?
yesterday, the live stream. I know that
Also, that'd be fun
because
to watch
I
too,
saw
I think. That'd be super
Iggy's
exciting to watch.
Instagram post. If you don't know who I'm referring
One
to,
of the
I'm
things
referring to
that was,
Ignacy,
on the
one of the community
difficulty
managers
select
of
screen
funcom.
was the current highest level of difficulty they've completed this specific dungeon on, but also, like you said, for time running, the amount of time that it took you to do it on. For
But
example,
that's only for yourself and for
it is
you.
only
yeah.
for yourself, yes. It is
For
a
now.
personal score for now. We need to see where we expand with it to make it
Exactly.
a more prestige system for everybody to see instead of having to share screenshots.
Share screenshots.
I believe our players are just about wrapped up with this space. They're just looting.
I guess I go do a
scooting
ranking
and
system.
Making sure,
exploring.
yeah,
Nothing-
gotta
nothing
make
Yeah,
sure
and
you
gets
don't
left
miss
behind.
exactly.
Nothing
You're
Nothing
gonna
gets left
system.
behind.
don't miss
There are
any
some cases
goodies
where
here.
you want ammo, some cases where you want med packs, sometimes where you have to clean poison, otherwise things start to take a little bit too hard, and players, well, if you run out of health packs, you start to panic.
I'm going straight to difficulty 100.
Cooperative
Yeah,
mining at its best.
agreed.
Everyone gets a door
I'm gonna
hinge.
do it for science.
Making
Nice,
sure you
in.
don't- More loot boxes. So we do see a few new items here that are, of course, used and for what
I
we're
just
showing
love the
afterwards.
cape he's wearing. I want that cape. I'm getting it.
Ooh, some NPCs, some more clearing. There we go.
The last hurrah before the big bang.
Oh yeah. The calm before the storm.
Yeah.
You just saw Camille take care of someone with a dual blaze, and you saw that he just kept going. It looked easy there, but he was also alone. It becomes, of course, more challenging when there are more enemies attacking you. But I love the dual blaze. I think
You
they're
gotta be careful
I
not to
love
be
the dungeon
overwhelmed
look
by
with this
it.
kind of rotted. It's really cool.
All right.
And I think we're approaching the destination. So if you can see here, this is obviously a good place to reload.
Reload.
Have some spice beer. Get ready to use your prescience and take on the boss.
Oh, Reed Palm, it says. Oh,
It's a
look.
god of your team. I don't know how many times I'm in other games as well run into the boss fight and others were locked.
Boss fight! Finally!
There we go. There's a boss.
Oh my god, finally! There's a proper boss fight and a boss
what you mentioned
bar!
earlier, that we have done using
And a
face
proper
work as
boss,
well.
Ash. A
Yeah.
proper boss.
So we indicate the faces of the on the bar there. You also see right now it's blinking. This means that the boss currently is not taking damage. There is more work to be done, so we're having another go at that to make it exceptional, to make it completely clear. I just wanted to mention it so people are aware.
Ooh! Oh my god, I can't wait to party up with everyone and do boss fights.
It's almost unfair, 4 against 1 here.
He's a tanky boy, though. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, our team is also very experienced, so it's still like...
Yeah. No, he has a few tricks up his sleeve as well, so...
Up his tight suit.
This is huge. He actually has mechanics and is actually doing shit. Yeah, it does look like a four phase fight.
That's what I need.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
something.
there you go. Yeah, next phase.
Oh, that's a 1.
Brought in some friends.
Ash, you need to write in the Twitch funcom. Are there different bosses in,
we are in the final
for each
stages
of these 5
They're in
dungeons?
the last stages to
Like, I
finalize this,
assume
but
they're
there's still
different,
balancing work to
but
be
can
done.
we ask that
Some
repeatedly in
things
the
to
funcom?
iron out here
No,
and
you have to
there.
write down.
Overall,
They're doing the
been
questions.
very good.
They
good
gather
progress
them
in this
as the
process.
segment goes, and then they do it
He's also deploying
each
like
segment.
little additional
That's why I'm
poison
saying.
things now, seeds now on the floor.
Yeah.
They're
So
collecting
we need
them
to
as this phase is going
Make
by.
sure to keep those in check.
I assume so, because this is like the poison plant like dungeon, so I assume there's a different boss for each of these dungeons. Oh, okay.
This is interesting.
Thank
When
you.
I played, at least, I find myself constantly, in general, switching between melee and ranged. But I find that for some reason, when I go against the bosses, I generally start playing as a melee fighter.
Interesting. Why is that, do you think?
I mean, yeah, I'm not sure actually. I haven't thought much about it. I just had that realization actually. No, because I saw that the most of the players here were actually using melee.
Yes. I mean, Camille here is using a little bit of a hybrid between ranged and melee, of course. But,
Alright, so we've gotten him down to half health now.
yeah, he spawned way more of these poison things.
Yeah.
now.
So these poison things
So it's
are it's good
activating
in
them
the
again.
group to actually have someone be on static compactor duty, take care of those, so that the rest of the team can focus on the boss himself.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god, he's healing.
Do you need
He's
some water?
okay.
Are you good?
Coffee, yes, I apologize.
No, that I have some water here if you want.
So yeah, so this is
See,
then
look at him, he's
challenge
healing!
level 4, which is still geared to, or yeah, balanced towards not using augments, and we can crank it up to 100. So people will likely find their limit at some point.
So this is a more straightforward fight right now. While once you go into a tier where you do need augments, they're gonna get
Yeah.
spicier without not meaning to be that jokey here. No, not that jokey. Bad joke.
Well, if it's never a bad joke.
So can we take out a few of these
Yeah, he's
poison pods
focusing
here?
on taking out the poison bulbs here to make sure that it doesn't come and bite them in the butt, like literally. Well, not literally, but add to the challenge of the overall poison that's coming in as well. They make it look very easy.
I
because
guess you
they
can.
kinda know how
It's
it works as well.
gagging.
Ooh.
Oh
okay.
shit! Up. Oh god.
They
Up.
probably
Now he
practice a
gets.
bit.
Now he gets.
That was just like a blanket of just poison.
So a good time to use prescience.
Yes. Probably a good time.
Yeah, you actually have to use your static compactor for once. I never use mine hardly.
Right, he's on the last pip there.
Yeah.
Reminds me also a bit of Alien with the eggs. The eggs in the, like, you know, in the mist thingy.
Yeah.
Oh!
Not to cross IPs here.
Alright, so getting close.
I keep wondering, like,
They did say they rebalanced the stamina. Yeah, they said they're still
That's what I
working
want
on
to
it
know now. I
now.
need to check with the
Yeah,
narrative
they said
team
they're
what exactly
continuously working on it.
the reason for this is.
So I think
I'm pretty sure there
things
is
might
kind
be
of
adjusted
there's
again.
always, like, all right.
I think in the past we
Wow,
had some issues
that
with
honestly,
not really
GG's,
knowing
what a
which was the
fight.
boss and suddenly you killed the boss. But I
Oh
think
god.
at
Okay,
least
that's yeah.
at least that confusion should be cleared away through this.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely.
Honestly,
Alright.
I'm so happy with that.
Let's get the loot.
Yeah, that was only on level 4.
Our
Here we
It's
go.
crazy.
just
That was really good. Out of 100,
Unique.
yeah. It is definitely replayability they've
Yep.
added.
The ancient way, which is not only available in the Deep Desert now, you can also get it in other boxes.
so these are schematics,
Yeah.
augment schematics that you're able to get here.
Exactly, and then
that
you have
you
to
then-
yeah, exactly. You have to learn them just like you do any schematic, and then they have charges. And then you can once you have the components and everything, you can of course build them and
Exactly.
slot them into your weapon.
We're actually going to look at that afterwards because Camille is going to go back to the base now and we'll look at how that works with the augmentations, crafting and everything. Well done, team. Thank you
Well
very
done.
much.
Thank you.
Well done,
While
team.
he goes back to the to his base and gets ready for showing us other things, we can actually look at some of the other ecolabs, what they look like, some of the other kind of what the vibe is with these particular ecolabs.
Maybe you want to take this one,
Sure,
Alex?
absolutely. I apologize. I had to control that coughing. fit.
No,
that was
don't
wildly
worry
effective.
about it. I just didn't want you to die
Sorry,
here live on
people.
stream if
Yes.
possible.
So on screen, we're seeing a couple of the other dungeons. This is for the example, the boss from the Darkness lab. We can see the Darkness ecological testing station here
With the nice
with the absolute lovely
personal globe.
personal globe. You'll see some of the environmental shots. This is the radiation testing station. Well,
Whoa.
internally we call it the radiation testing station. It has a wonderful set of lore, has a proper name, and a full-on narrative that players get to explore. The electricity testing station, again, internal name, has a full-on backstory and players get to explore and understand and add to their experience of Arrakis. Let's see what the other one is. And this one, I believe...
Exactly,
Is
Ashra.
it the fire station? Yes, it might be. I think it is. Is it?
Radiation station.
It's hard to tell unless we see the boss. Yes, there she is. The hero. The people's hero.
on fire.
On fire.
This girl is on fire.
It's
okay, I should. Oh
amazing.
god,
It's amazing.
apologies.
And this one we just completed a moment ago with the team working through the internally named Poison Dungeon.
Poison ecostation.
Wow, this is what they should have done
All
with the
right,
dungeons in the first place.
We
They
are
should have all
waiting
been
for Camille to
themed.
be ready to show us.
But
what
I'm
about sort of
happy
like how are
it's
you going to
coming.
use
I'm
those
happy.
schematics that you're getting from those
Really
dungeons?
happy. In fact,
so
incredibly
again, these dungeons
happy.
are actually scalable, so you can either go in solo, you can go in with 2, 3, or 4 players. That will scale according to how many people you are playing with, or if you're solo. And you can also choose your difficulty level.
Exactly.
And depending on that, the loot scales as well, of course.
And it's worth mentioning that they're actually instanced as
Yes.
well. So
Yeah, very important to mention that. Yes, yeah, exactly. And of course, replayable many times as you like. So now we're at the base. So let's see what we can actually do and what these augments look like as well. Stats.
all right. So I assume that we have some weapons.
Hi, Night
or
Fox.
some
Welcome on
items
in.
we want to augment.
We might hear more
And
about
here
the
you see the
PvP.
the
I don't think
schematics,
they'll
like
ever fully
garment
reverse
schematics,
it,
melee
unfortunately.
weapons, and
don't
the
think they
various
ever
ranged
will.
weapons and things like that. So
And
you can
how
see
many there are as well.
there's quite a few.
Lots of
I'm not sure
augments.
how many, but it's a bunch. And then Camille will. Okay, here we see the level of the augments.
it was getting
here.
the balance
it's level 1,
correct.
so you
I
still
mean,
have
there
some way
are
to go
people
even
that
if
did
you
want
get your
PvE.
weapon
This
fully
is the
decked out.
problem.
Yes, that's something else to mention, that depending on which dungeon you do or like the difficulty, you also have the higher chance to get higher tier versions of that specific augment. So to mention
We're
that's one for me.
PvP.
Anything
our
that can
guild
help
is
with recoil,
PvP.
that's for
No,
me.
our guild is
And
a
it's worth mentioning that
PvE
these
guild,
augments,
but
they can
we actually
increase
stopped
your
playing
stats
because there's just
basically, but
not
there's
enough
actually
content.
some random number generation going on as well. So even if you have the highest level of these, do you actually get the jackpot and get the full,
I
The
agree,
max
Dan.
the max.
possible
Yeah,
number,
exactly.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big
So here
game.
we
They
have the
just needed time to
augmentation
cook.
station, and we see here the Halex pick, I believe it says.
Yes, Alex Pick.
And he has 2 augments that are relevant for this. He could have many more, but they wouldn't show up because they are the different augments are tailored towards different weapon types and armors and everything. But here we have 2 options. I have to sit a little bit closer
It's
to
the
read
blade
it.
flex
Blade
coating.
flexi.
Blade flex coating.
Blade flex
Flexi coating.
coating. Yes.
Yeah, we love the
and
game.
Yes, another one. What's
I definitely think they
Blade
did some stuff
Optimizer.
that wasn't so good,
you
and
can
they
see the
acknowledge
stats here,
it. But
below as well.
I think the chapter
and
3 looks
then
really
he's-
promising for the
Okay, and
first
here we have for
time.
the Pyrocket. We have
Since
the
Basically, they
Pyrocket
released
quick
it.
loader.
So I am very happy with all this
Ammo
stuff
capacity.
that they're
Yeah.
showing today.
and we have the Disruptor quick
I think
loader.
there's something for everyone, pretty
and
much.
the amplifier.
The Landsrad, I'm very happy
the better
about.
your unique is, the more of these you can actually put in. So you can have level 5 augments, and you can have up to 5 of them in the.
I agree,
In, let's say a
yes.
weapon.
It
And
takes a
then you
lot
can hope
for a
the jackpot
developer
for
to be
all of
like
them,
that.
So you can have the maximum of everything. So. Yeah, so that's how that works, I guess. Yeah, now here he is ready to attach an augmentation to the weapon. It cannot be undone. So once you commit, that's how your weapon will be forever, basically. But of course, for some of them, you can add more than just one.
We also see that it
Oh,
reduces
okay.
the durability slightly. We also saw that there was a little bit of a penalty to it, so that's also kind of a thing that some augments are kind of payoffs, right? They might have a really big stat increase, but they might have another slight different payoff.
But it is worth noticing that even though there is a durability hit, overall you can actually get twice the total of durability, but it might get reduced to, let's say, 170%. So even though it gets reduced, they overall have better durability than if you didn't augment them.
Just do
actually.
PvE and PvP server. Yeah, I think eventually that will be their move. I think they're just working out the servers at the moment because the servers are not populated enough at this point. And I guess they wanted to get out this stuff, but I
So
think
here we
eventually
also see
they
the
might do
range
that.
that is possible on these specific augments, right? You see like from 3 to 5%. So we can roll the lowest potentially, or that here actually from 2 to 8%, right?
Yep.
So you can be very lucky. You can use specialization actually to help you increase the chance to get the roll higher here.
Yep.
But yeah, there's a little bit of an RNG and a gambling aspect to it as well.
We're crafting. Let's see what we get.
In the advanced weapons fabricator. Let's see if he's lucky.
True, this
very
is the
lucky
thing.
with his
People
rolls. I
slag
keep
off and
saying,
then they
like,
don't
I'm
know
just
the
gonna have
history of
him
Conan.
craft
I think you need to, know the history of Conan.
4%.
4%.
All right.
That was the low on the lower end, wasn't it?
It was it's in the middle.
And look at
I think
Conan
it was one
now,
that was
it's such
2
a
to
good
8,
game.
So it wasn't that lucky.
But
Yeah.
I've
wasn't
heard
super bad,
horror
but it was definitely
stories
not.
of when Conan was first released. I don't know what it was like because I played it very late in the game, only a year ago.
And of course, you don't commit until you put it actually in the weapon.
It was bad. There you go.
You
So,
do craft kind of the augment separately,
Yeah.
and then you put.
I've heard some
you
horror
slot the
stories
one in.
about what
Yeah,
Conan
yeah.
used to
Now
be.
it has 7%, so that's
Yeah.
definitely better. I'm
It gives
assuming
us
he will
hope
lose the
for
7%
Dune.
unless he rolls an 8% now.
Yeah,
There we
Ash.
go.
All right.
Ashra,
Very
literally,
lucky.
Bastion
I saw
also
that.
said the exact same thing as you.
He went.
Yep.
All right, nice. Awesome.
Yep.
All right.
That was nice. Almost planned. That was actually really great.
Because he was a big Conan
478. There we go.
player.
Yeah. So here
Okay,
you have some
the
fragments.
fragments.
They are used to actually craft these augments.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, like in the dungeon, you will also find the additional material, the new material that you need to craft those things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. And then all these combined specialization, the new unique weapons from the dungeons, the augmentations go into, you can really customize and specialize your character how you want it to be, like also for combat here, but then also if you want to do something else, like for crafting or for, like I mentioned earlier, you can actually be the crafter that is known for being the best one at making augmentations for you, because they just have the best like skills and the best chances at rolling high augmentations. So you might not want to do those yourself because of course they're tradable.
Okay.
Which makes sense
Yep.
in that sense. All right, let me just get over my list here to see if we
Okay, so we've already been through
I think we
Landsrad,
covered
endgame
pretty much
content.
everything now.
Now we've done dungeons and
yes.
augmentation.
So, which
and
means
then I think we're going
we
to do
of
the
course
DLC.
now again have time to answer some questions. I am taking a look here if
All right, chat. Let's see what you guys have
Perfect.
been asking.
Nicole behind the scenes is already ready with questions. All right, let's get right into it. Patrick Walker, N9W or N9W asked the noob, are dual blades being added to a skill tree? Is it part of the new Landsrad specializations? Everyone gets it.
Everyone can get it. Do this. I apologize. I'm sorry, I forget the microphone.
Yeah.
Everyone gets it. It comes online a little bit late. You have to do the story, find out what happens, to who it happens, maybe
Okay.
help them, assist them, and be rewarded for your efforts. It is just another item in the game that everyone can get access to. Please enjoy.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. Like Julian
All
over
right.
on YouTube is asking, so with dual daggers, how does it work with equipment? We need 2 weapon slots
No.
for daggers?
It is considered
Oh.
a standalone item that you put on your hotbar. When you press it, you happen to have 2 daggers in your hands.
Sounds very convenient. Bams over on Twitch is asking, if you pay the spice tax for spec time reduction, is that a permanent reduction in the spec cooldown?
It is not a permanent reduction. It is a increasing and decreasing amount of spice that you must pay based on how often you use it within a time window. Said another way, if I respec 3 times in 5 minutes, my price is going to go up. But if I then proceed to not
For
respec for
when?
3 or 4 days, it's going to go back down again.
All right. I think that answers that
Mm.
quite nicely.
When are we
Texas
going to be
Oris
able
on
to
YouTube
play
is
this?
asking, do existing testing stations also get this difficulty scaler or just the new ones?
Just the new ones.
But we have plans about taking the older content and doing something interesting with it. Stay tuned.
Ooh, exciting.
Oh, did you
The
hear that?
Solid Milk on Twitch is asking, is there a
Did
maximum
you
amount of
hear
people that
that?
can join your
They're
testing
gonna take
station
the
group?
old
And also,
testing
if it's higher than 4,
stations.
can you have more 4? Can you have more 4? Can you have more 4 people in a party now? So can you have more than 4 people in a party now?
No.
These are
Limit it to
instances.
4.
Your party size is 4. You can do it as a 4Z, 3Z, 2Z, or as a 1Z.
Onesie, twosie. Okay, never heard that before. I like that. Otto Biardo on YouTube is asking, can you enter
Why
dungeons with less
can't-
than 4 players?
Yes. Absolutely.
As you just mentioned, you can go in solo, you can go
Oh, the
with a
testing
friend,
stations
with
are
two friends,
so
or in a
dull.
full
The
group.
ones that
And
we
the
have at the
dungeon will scale
moment,
accordingly.
they
and
need
there is something that
fresh
players need to be
look.
aware of. It's like you have to group up before you actually go there, because that defines who is allowed into the dungeon.
Well,
So
before you interact with
He
the
is
original door
Lynn.
that we saw.
no, before you actually go into the
zone.
yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah, before
so
you go into
prepare
the
in Haggo
instance.
Basin, fly
Yeah.
there, and then you're good to go.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Sephiroth on YouTube is asking, what sort of rewards can be expected in the dungeons? Yeah, we can go with that again. Yeah, we can just go with that in detail again as well. So you have like the new materials, of course. You have the old things as well, like the servox and all that, like the things that you need for crafting. William,
Yeah, and you
want
have
to-
unique schematics or schematics for uniques as well. Yeah, I mean the different. You have the augment fragments that we'll use and things like that. So yeah, the crafting components and yeah. So like I said initially, the Landsrod missions, just doing those will actually be to power your character. But going through the dungeons, that gives you the stuff that you need to power your gear, so to speak, to get the augments loop going. So they're part of the same. And what's interesting, I think, is that you're also doing, even if you don't necessarily care, you're doing it for your faction. So you might be very specific and go to the Landsrad and get that board, get 5 in a row, for instance. But you might not even care, but you're still helping your faction by doing these things as you're helping yourself as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's neat.
That's cool. Yeah, that's good to mention that as well. Sir C Phoenix Fire is asking, are the augments going to stack? It's a good question.
Yes. So if you, like I said, some uniques you can only put 1 augment on, but then you have others that you can put 2, 3, 4, and 5, and they do stack.
All right. So make sure you get a unique.
Yeah, they've
that has more than one
100%
slot.
made it to pay. Yeah,
Go
to
nuts,
pay
so
to
to
do these
speak.
Landsrad, because before we enter these
Nylos
dungeons,
over on Twitch is
we should be
asking,
doing
will
these
boss
Landsrads.
HP scale
to get-
based on number of players?
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
All right.
And challenge level.
Yes. Texorus on YouTube is asking, can we get the boss armor as well?
Oh no!
Let's talk about it.
TBD.
Exactly.
Will
Stay
they
tuned.
make freak
Mystical
romanceable?
Miavar
No.
over on Twitch is asking, if my group was to do tier 1 difficulty, can we go right back in at tier 2 and have the place be reset? Or do we still have to wait for reset timers?
No, there's no reset timer. But what you have to do, actually, you have to leave the dungeon. But you just have to leave, so you'll find yourself on the Overland map.
Yeah.
And then you can go
Oh,
back.
and then
immediately.
That
re-enter
makes sense
in.
for the
Okay.
dungeon to just repopulate with the difficulty level that you want to do. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hi, Soldier. Welcome on in. Hello on
making
the
sure I'm not hopping
YouTube.
over any
Hello,
questions
hello.
here that I've been shared. Kitty Hawks is asking, I'm seeing a lot of machines that are colored. Ha!
Yeah.
Are we able to do that with the next update? Can we color all of our machines? We can actually answer that question in
Can
our
we-
next segment. So we'll get back to that.
Let us
But
color
the
the
answer is
machine.
Okay. Yes. Aden Duner on YouTube is asking, can any of these augments be gathered via PvP content?
PvP.
This is geared towards PvE.
PvE, yeah.
All right. This was the last question, actually. Perfect. All right. So this means some really good questions, by the way. Thank you for that. Keep them coming for our next segment as well. All right. So now we are going, before we're going into a quick break, just quickly what
Chat,
we're going to talk
the
about.
the favorite bit's
For
gonna
those of
come
you
up.
who are
Main
curious, we're going to talk
storyline.
about the story, continuation of the story, and also quite a lot of quality of life changes that are coming your way
Okay.
in chapter 3. And now we're
Give
taking a
us.
quick break again.
But she's not even on YouTube. She's got your stream open. I mean, no, I'm not. I was about to be like, I'm the #1 reporter on Dune. I have a lot of Dune content though on my YouTube, like a crazy amount of content now. I was looking through the other day and I was like, damn, from like literally just experiences, news, to guides, to, yeah, I have literally covered so much with Dune. I'm proud of it. I love Dune. I wanted to go back to it sooner, I'm very excited for all this stuff. Yeah, look, I've just got so many videos of Dune. Pee-poo time! Yes, it's pee-poo time. It's a pee and a poo emote. Chat, go get your drinks, go get your snack. I have a, oh, Ash is gonna have to get me, more, crackers. Yeah. Yeah. Just like 3 or 4 crackers. Just had a plate of Chinese food. Oh my god, that sounds good. I need to eat only crackers at the moment. My stomach's a bit weird. Thank you for everyone that's liked the YouTubes. It does help me out a ton. If you are new and you would love to, you just love Dune and love Dune news, Dune guides, Dune lore, Dune story, Dune lots of things. Basically, I am your Dune gal. I have been covering this in the beta, before the beta, and obviously now with launch. So I very much plan to cover Dune. It is my, I don't ever say I have a main game. It's been years since I've said I've had a main game. In fact, it's been like 6 years, maybe 7 years, and I've been a content creator for 10 years. But I would now say that probably Dune is my main game. There's no hiding away from it. I just cover a lot of it and I enjoy it and I love creating content for it. So it's always my pleasure to do it. I always love it. It's never a bore and I'm very happy with all the stuff. Yeah, no, I never have a main game. I usually get very bored. I have a low attention span. I do not keep to things, but Dune is one that I always log on and I never feel bored. I was more annoyed with Dune when they didn't have the Landsrad correct. I'm not really a Dune fan. I'm a Freak fan. Wow. EVE Online since 2004. That's crazy. That's crazy. The problem is with gamers nowadays, we have too many games at our fingertips. Like, too many.
Welcome back,
everybody,
it's
Niels.
To our story
oh my god, he's
segment,
grown his hair,
we also talk about quality of life changes that are coming your way with chapter 3. And we have a new guest, and also very Christmassy guest. You have like, I'm actually a bit sad because I was considering wearing a Christmas sweater too. But like, I have to find a way to put my microphone on. I was like, hair's always in the way. So I opted out, but I love the fact that you are both very Christmassy, very holiday.
They are so Christmassy.
Would you like to introduce yourself quickly, Niels?
Absolutely. I'm Nils, producer for the narrative team and a couple of other things as well. I've been here with Ole and have been shaming Natasha for not properly dressing up. We're working on that for next year.
Yeah, I will work on it, I
but
promise.
for now, I'm here to help talk about the story.
Yes. Also a face that we've seen on the stream before, and Ole Andreas is of course back, but Ole Andreas, production director on Dune Awakening. Yes, so we'll talk story. There might be some spoilers. So if you haven't played to the story so far and you do want to avoid spoilers, you should mute right now. Niels can actually, once he's done talking, we won't like do huge spoilers, but we want to talk a little bit about
if some
what
of you haven't
so
done
far,
chapter 2 and you really just
not in
are
detail,
like weird
but
about
we might
spoilers,
talk
you
about
can
things that
mute.
are spoilery. What has happened so far? Where are we going? What's happening or what's coming
Will
up?
we
Well,
be
obviously
able
not
to
what's coming
transfer
up,
our
but what can you
characters
expect
and bases from
maybe?
public servers
So if you
to
don't want to hear
private
that, mute
servers?
us, and then Niels can do a like, I don't know,
Bastion
some
is the
hand
best
thing. It's
person
like,
to answer
now we
that
can
in
come back
YouTube.
and if that works. But anyway, Niels, tell us about the story.
Absolutely.
Wait,
I'll try to improvise something exciting for you and maybe you'll know.
We want
definitely going into
spoilers!
spoiler territory because there's really no way to keep talking about what's going to happen in the next chapter without at least recapping a little bit of where we've been. So, for those of you still listening,
From what I
you will
understand,
know
you
that
can't.
we've, at the end of the launch of the game, we discovered a couple of things. The main one being you are not who you thought you were. You are, in fact, a Gola. And we were also left with the big question of who is it that you were originally made from?
Yes.
In chapter 2, we started exploring that question a little bit more. We went down 2 different little story threads. One, Fenring's agents being picked off. That whole mystery kind of culminating with finding our wonderful friend Tor's dead and replaced, impersonated by a face dancer. So the Benitelexu clearly having some level of involvement in what's going on. And separately from
Dread,
that,
someone
we also
is
got
replying to you. There you go.
meet up with Aristay again. She had some harsh revelations thrown her way. Very awkward.
Let's not talk about that.
Let's not.
Let's not talk about that.
But we also tried to figure out, like, who is it that you really are? And these are the threads that we're picking up on again here with chapter 3. So we get a little bit of a hint or a clue as to where the face dancer might have ended up, and we are on the prowl looking for them again. On the way there, the first piece of content we're going to interact with is the Art of Canley, or this hidden away, unsanctioned arena near Harco, where I'll admit we took some inspiration from the books or from the people who watched the second movie, the arena on Giri Prime.
Yeah, the arena. If you've
and
watched the
here you'll get
movie,
an opportunity to get a sense of what it's like to fight through the kind of battles that gladiators of old would. It'll be quite fun. We're going to see a little bit of a preview here from a fight between 2 people that those of you who really pay attention might recognize. Most of you will not, because you won't have heard their names before. But these are the people who were in that cell with you back earlier in the game the first time you interacted with Tors.
Oh, wow.
You'll get to have some more fun interactions with them as well later on through the game, as we are also introducing a continuation of the faction storyline. That also ties into some of the Landsred stuff that we'll talk more about later.
Yes, I am personally very excited that we kind of reunite with another friend of ours as well. That I am really, I just really like that character. Like,
I'm similarly a very big fan. I mean, so we got to meet up with Arcee again in chapter 2, and it wouldn't be fair to the lovers of the Harkonnen if we did not give them some similar fan service. So expect to potentially get a little glimpse of the Na Baron himself again sometime soon.
Okay. So yeah, also what I just wanted to mention is that I think I mentioned that to you before, and also the narrative team specifically, is that I really love the fact that we have those characters that you know from potentially only the movies, but many of us know from the books, and I love that we have the opportunity to make them more nuanced, you know, like not like black and white, good and evil, like this character I hate, this character I love. And give them, within the lore and within the universe, kind of like a believable and meaningful kind of character arc as well, and a little bit of a more nuanced character.
No, absolutely. I think with Fade, I mean, one of the most exciting things was getting to develop him kind of beyond the point that we were allowed to see him in the books, right? Spoilers for those who have not seen the movies or read the books. He does pass away very tragically. Maybe not so tragically. But obviously in our timeline, you know, it's been 10 years since, and he's had a chance to develop a lot, and like extrapolating what that character would be like by this point with the
that's a
experiences
shame,
that he's had.
Soldier.
And you know, in the world where Paul is not, and instead there's a lovely young woman who he was intended to be wed to. That's been really, really exciting, and we think you'll have some very fun interactions with them.
Yeah, I personally really love that aspect, and I still think that while we're exploring that, we also managed to stay really true to the actual universe and, you know, the root of the characters and all that. So I think it's actually very exciting, specifically. Yes, so something that we're going to touch upon in the quality of life changes, I think we can actually already, we've seen some cool cinematics here, also that we saw in the announcement trailer too from the story, so I'm personally very excited to see where it's going. Obviously we will continue on the story as well, for those of you who really like playing through the main story, and also
I really love the story.
Connect the dots and everything.
I really love
because
the
the narrative team has been working really hard. They're fantastic writers too. So I'm personally very excited for you to play through this and see where this is going. Now we're going into quality of life changes as well.
This was my attempt at the movement. I don't know how to tell them to that the spoiler is over. We'll see.
Yeah,
Maybe
okay.
they'll figure it out.
You can come back in. It's fine. Forgot about that. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for remembering to bring everyone back in as well. All right. So, Ole Andreas,
come back in.
We have talked about so many things. New system, new mechanics. As we talked about, based on player feedback and a foundation to build upon as well with new exciting things. But besides all of that, we also have quality of life changes in Chapter 3.
Yes. We do read the different forums, Reddit, Discord. We listen. We watch YouTube videos. We do read the feedback that people are giving us, and then we try to incorporate that into our plans.
They do.
Some of those plans match up
watch
with chapters
YouTube
like this,
videos.
and
I
then
can
they turn
confirm.
into quality of life features, which also then sometimes feeds well into the rest of the gameplay loops that we have. So I can start with mentioning the personal glow globe, or the personal light that we talked about earlier, and I've seen a few times already. It's one, I think it's a really good addition to Chapter 3, because it works really well with the darkness dungeon and a few other of the locations, which are kind of dark location, and it takes it gives you a light companion. It's a really cool addition, I think. And then, in addition to the new endgame revamp stuff and the additions to Landsrad, we have also added a faction chat to the game as part of Chapter 3. This is going to be exciting. So as soon as you reach, I think it's faction rank 2 right now, you will unlock the new faction chat, and then you can basically chat globally in the entire the world that you're on regarding anything faction rated. So you can scheme and make some nice plans.
You can also have a spine there, of course.
Oh, sounds like somebody has plans.
I mean, I'm a hardcore at heart. Of course, I need to.
Yeah, no, it's cool. So then you can start talking about, we want to, like, if you have a Landsrad tile that you really want to coordinate around, you can kind of coordinate using that chat, which is really nice. In the Deep Desert, we've made some changes. I can touch a little bit upon those. Mainly cleaning up a little bit around the shield wall. So we made the shield wall now into one continuous segment with ramps even leading down to the desert. You can see it on the screen here. So you now can drive your ground vehicles all the way up and down the shield wall, the ramps basically. And I know a lot of you guys love doing death races in the Deep Desert using your tread wheels and sand bikes and whatnot. So now you have a way to get up again as well. So
nice.
It's really cool. I do want to mention that we have talked about this in a developer update in the past. Our intention is with time to return the Deep Desert back to its original vision is our intention here. So I just wanted to mention that as part of this as well.
Yeah.
What else do we have? I think the placeable swatches we can go into next. I think it's been seen a few times already, and it's kind of exciting. I really love it. Finally, quite a few of your placeables or your machines you can now add swatches to. And a lot of these swatches are also rewards as part of the new content that you'll have.
Oh my
so
gosh!
Now you can have some really unique and personally crafted and tailored or customized bases that you can
also to
build.
answer the question from Kitty Hawks from earlier.
Yes.
Was asking about.
Kitty Hawks
nicely
was
spotted, by the way. Very nicely spotted. I wonder if other people actually.
I'm really excited about this. The team really did a good job there. Yes, another thing is I do want to give a shout out to the base reconstruction tool, even though that was a part of the patch that we just did. It is such a massive update that
that's going to be big for me.
The team was working on, and it seems to be well received, and it allows the players to take a break if they need to, but it's also a great tool for moving your base between different locations or even between different sieges if you want to move it to a different siege. And a really nice quality of life on that base reconstruction tool, which I don't think get enough credit, is you can press X while you're placing it, and it snaps to the original location. Because a lot of people build bases quite intricately into terrain or like in a location where it's really hard to, like it's really hard if you're going to try and make it go back there. So you snap it back and that's perfect. So then you can take your base,
my God,
move to a different siege, and then you snap it back right there if you want to.
If the space is free, of course.
If the space is free.
Yes.
But there's plenty of sieges. And then I just want to mention that this also ties into our future plans around character transfer and server merges.
There you go.
There will be more information on soon. That's a different update. And then lastly, the vehicle relocation mode, which is currently slated for Chapter 3. We're testing it now in the NDA PTC, and then we'll test it in the public test client soon as well, which allows you, so if you have a vehicle that's stuck somewhere or it's on the same map as you and you just want it to relocate it to you, you can use that functionality and you can relocate your vehicle to you, which has been a highly requested feature. So all of these good things are coming in Chapter 3. I'm super excited to share it with you and keep giving us feedback and keep telling us what you need and want.
I still remember back when we were early on in testing and I had my very first buggy, and that was when the physics were a bit different too. And I managed to lodge it in between a really tight gap, and I couldn't get it out because we didn't have like the system in place we have now, so I couldn't take it apart either and stuff, and I was just lost. It was just lost there. It's just like, I'm a horrible driver in games. I'm a really good driver. I'm a very good driver, like in real life, I swear. I think my partner, my boyfriend would agree to that. He better. But in games, I'm absolutely horrible. So I'm really glad we have that functioning game now. Just gonna say that.
Well,
all right, so sorry.
No, well, even if you're a bad driver in the game, we have a tool for you.
To be fair,
we have a tool for that.
isn't uncommon.
We should make that our motto.
Lots of
We have a
other
tool for
game
that,
developers
like,
do
if you have a
server
question, we have a
merges
tool
as
for
well.
that.
We shall not name
As a
names
issue, we have a
because
tool for
I
that.
am
Anyway, we do actually have some questions now for this segment as
I could
well.
name and shame
Alright.
quite a few
So
gaming companies.
the Trump Cap on Twitch is the Trump Cat, is on Twitch is asking, can you romance Fedrosa? Asking the real questions here. I like it.
Look forward to the future.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not confirming or denying anything, but we have been joking around about it every now and then. There will be some fun things for people who would like to romance him, certainly coming in here. We
not
had some
uncommon
very
to
good
do
voiceover
server
sessions
merges.
with the actor.
There's other games too that I can think of as well.
Oh man, that's exciting. Okay, all right, there we go.
It
I wasn't
happens to
expecting
every
the answer. I
online
didn't know that either, by the way.
multiplayer game.
So thank you for asking that question. Kelly T over on Twitch is asking, can we get that Atreides blade the guy has in the pit? I actually don't remember.
From the cinematic?
The dual, no, not the dual blades, right? Because those, of course, you can get.
Was that the question? If you get the blades? No.
It was the question is the blade that Atreides guy had. Can you get the Atreides blade? Sorry, can you get the Atreides blade the guy has in the pit? Maybe we can go back to.
Yeah,
if you can.
See it again.
Let's check it out again. I mean, I know someone is using the dual blades because those, of course, you can get, but I'm pretty sure that they mean something. That one.
I mean, this one?
I guess this one.
I think that's what they mean, that one.
Was the Atreides salute?
I think we'll have to come back to this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know myself. I have no idea.
Send us a screenshot on social media and ask, and then we'll get back to you.
Yeah, tag us. Tag us on social media, and we can get back to you because I actually don't know either. So, yeah. All right, we're going to the next question, and apologies, but we'll try to figure that out for you. Mystical Miavar with another question. Why couldn't I have a dialogue option in chapter 2 to tell Arista it wasn't my fault? And I was so sorry. I feel that very much. I feel that very much.
We just like to torture you. That's no. I mean, you try, right? She just doesn't really let you because she's a little bit too focused on too many things. It's tough that you had to find out that way, but we know that you were trying your best. It's not your fault.
No,
it's us.
We know. She doesn't know, though. That's the important point, you know.
It's definitely your fault.
Oh, that's so cruel. Guys, you won't get it if you haven't done chapter 2.
You loved it. You loved it. Of course,
I was
it
so
is.
for it. It's so good.
I remember
Play
as well the
chapter
first
2,
time I heard about
and
it.
then you'll
I was
understand what they're saying.
Such a... Anyway, moving on. Invin91 on Twitch is asking questions of quality of life. Can we get more circuits to craft and dispatch correctly all components on storage?
We'll look into it.
All right. Not promising anything, but we never say never.
Never say never.
Nice one, Oni on YouTube. Will the swatches also be used for the building pieces so your base can be red or green, etc.?
Not for now. This is what I'm going to answer. So no, it's for the placeables, specifically some of the machines. I don't think every single placeable, but most of them.
All right, we can actually go back to the previous question because we are actually just having confirmation. I mean, like doing this thing. Oh, I just got confirmation. Like, this is how they do it. Like, hello, yes, we got confirmation. No, actually, we just heard, or I just heard, that we actually do have faction plates in chapter 3.
We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun rewards for the
and
factions.
we have Camille here actually showing one of them.
Oh, was that the question?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I guess that was the question, yeah. But we probably didn't really, or I didn't
understand.
I didn't portray the question well enough. I think that was on me. Yes. So there are actually, with the new faction tiers, we also have new faction rewards.
Yes.
Oh, so faction rewards. Okay.
Tons of new rewards in chapter 3.
Tons of new rewards. All right. So
all
we're
in chapter 3. Well. Give us a date.
Another question from Cyrus Phoenix Fire. I apologize. I'm so sorry for butchering your name. It's a really cool name, but it's also difficult. If Deep Desert will be reverted fully, is there going to be other locations for spice, sand, and plastinium ore?
We will take into account when we design and change things to make it viable for different types of playstyles. I can't commit to anything here and now. We're still figuring out design-wise and kind of how we want to land it. But when I'm saying we want to take it back to its original vision, I'm being on purpose a little bit vague for now because we still want to kind of nail that balance. But
most likely it's all the PvPers that are crying in the corner
as we figure it out.
Which is fine. They'll probably stop crying in the corner. Maybe they'll start griefing us again and hacking. I don't know. We did not have very good times with PvPers.
For that right now.
I'm on the corner crying. See, called it. I can see the vision, man. We had terrible
will there ever be a way to replace
experiences with PvPers. They were all hacking.
Can do that,
and we had to try and get them personally
banned. The game and playing a new character, but
like if you're gonna do PvP, just get good and kill. Why hack?
We'll have to see what time brings.
Like I got no respect for you if you're literally playing PvP and you're hacking. Fortunately, a lot of them were on our
Siegewalker over on YouTube
server. Really
annoyed me. Can we have arena PvP combat?
And I did get quite a few people banned because I was like, fuck you.
I mean, there's so many cool players building their own PvP arenas.
Get good at the game.
So it's already kind of possible, but I guess they're asking for something more structured in a way. Also, something we're discussing internally. This I'm not committing to anything here now because this is all about chapter 3 now. I want us to focus on that, but definitely something we have been discussing internally.
Alrighty, and that was the last question.
I don't mind PvP too, but if you're hacking, I literally have zero time for you. And unfortunately, we had pretty much the large chunk of PvP people hacking
so don't stop
on our
spamming. You have
place.
more than enough time to enter the giveaway later.
If that's a representation of
But
PvP,
what we're going to do now, after we take
so
another quick
broken.
break, is we're going to look at the optional
It was
content
so broken.
that you can pay for, our paid DLC called Raiders, not Riders.
Lands.
Raiders of the Broken Lands.
Okay.
Right after the break.
I hope they'll add an arena story for PvPers to have. To be fair, Voodoo, I thought that's exactly what this was going to be. I said at the beginning, I thought that was going to be a PvP arena, so that's completely thrown what I originally thought, because I thought that was for PvPers. This is where it'd be clear if there's people crying about the PvE, or did he want to do PvP or just do club sales. I mean, yeah, honestly, I don't really have too much of an issue. I just think the PvPers need to stop hacking. Like, honestly, most of them, there were so many, because I'm in the funcom creator, there were so many creators reporting PvPers for hacking. The insanity of these creators, they had so many community members, I being one of them, was going to funcom and saying, this is another person, and guess what they were doing? It was PvP, and they were all hacking, and I was like, oh my lordy, it's broken. Yeah, great, just stop hacking would be a great first step. It was obviously too broken, I guess. Like, the PvP just needed to be fixed, because obviously that hacking was such an issue at one point. It was such an issue, to put it politely. Well, true, Ashra. If we're gonna go to like RuneScape, yes. Like if we're going to like the wilderness, you're choosing to engage with PvP. Exploits maybe? Yeah, but wouldn't you still say that's like scumbag territory? Like, do you know what I mean? But yes. It was just scummy because a lot of people were having so many issues. It was causing so many issues of people leaving the game. I'm so glad you said that. Voodoo, yes. Unfortunately, I don't know if funcom really realized who they were attracting. PvPers are a different breed. They are. Do I like them? No. I actually used to engage in PvP back when I was like a teenager. It's toxic as fuck. And I was a teenager and I was like angry at life. So I was like, haha, get fucked. Now, I choose not to engage in PvP. I'm like, I want a calm state. But you're very much correct. And I don't know if funcom really realized the group they were inviting. And I think maybe they realized the group they were inviting. You know? I think they maybe realized that. But if you're going to get for like Rust or, what's another like hardcore PvP game?
Welcome back, everybody.
I only think of Rust, and Rust is so toxic.
Paid DLC, optional paid DLC. Again, we have to iterate here that it's only cosmetics.
It is a big gray area,
also,
yeah.
because we did actually learn.
Guild versus Guild, faction wars are great.
You want to comment on that?
Yeah, I mean, we continuously.
I don't know, they need to just fix it.
Like, see what you guys think of what we put out there, and we try to learn from it. And I mean, with the last DLC, we had some issues with
I'm gonna actually mute because
expectation around how many building pieces there were.
I have one thing that Lynn said earlier, and I'm just curious of people in the Twitch chat, because some of you have obviously engaged in PvP and PvE. Would you say that PvP servers and then... No, I've muted. I just said I was going to mute, Ash. Sorry, I'm speaking to my husband and he's asking me questions and he's not listening to me double time. Would PvP only servers and PvE servers work? That's my question to you all. Would that fix the issue if they just made PvP servers and then PvE servers? Because to me, when Lynn said that in the chat on YouTube, to me, that makes sense. I think that's a great idea. They should literally just make PvP servers, people could have fucking carnage. They could just do what they want, and then they could just do PvE servers.
Under things in this DLC, which is actually kind of.
Am I just like wild for thinking that?
I mean, I'm super happy for the building set. It's 74 pieces of
maybe I'm wild.
the Smuggler's building set, and then you have the armor and still suits.
They
for
should have the
smugglers. You
PvE.
have
Yeah,
light
that's
and
what
heavy
I
and a still
thought.
suit.
This would fix all the issues.
And then you have the 17 smuggler decoration
PvE,
pieces.
yes, for
There's some
PvP,
really nice
no. But then
furniture
people who
and
join
bookshelves
PvP
and
will be
cool,
engaging in
placeables
PvP.
in there. Then you have the smuggler weapon variants, and then a raider buggy variant, which looks super cool. You have a swatch that is themed as smugglers, and then you have 2 new emotes. So I think the next thing is we're gonna
people
actually
do.
dig in
They
and
just
look
want
at
to
it.
club baby seals. Oh, they're sick. Oh, I get it. They want to
see
prey
Camille
on the
here getting, getting his
PvE
ornithopter
people
ready.
with their
Look
hacks.
at these things here.
See there.
Our resident villager, of course,
They don't
again,
actually
has
want to
grown
fight
lots of
other
muscles with these
PvP
new
people?
Shout out to Toregel.
Building
What
pieces. Shout out to
is this
Tor Eagle,
madness?
you magician, you.
So,
Absolutely.
yes,
crazy.
as you see here, it's really
Highlight.
gracefully built
I would
into
jump in the game
the
too.
actual terrain
Yeah.
and the geology. It's a really unique set. I think we talked about it a bit earlier. Like they're scavengers, kind of by nature and by trade, but they're not scavenging, and it's not like a low quality crafted or ragged.
Yeah, it doesn't look cheap.
They
yeah,
really,
at all.
they
Just
really
wanna kill
do
easy
care, and
targets.
they put quality and careful craft into what they make. So it's got a sense of quality to it. But yeah, it's kind
I
of
feel
what you
like
call
that
it, the
server would
style
fix
kind of.
the different servers would
What
fix
did
the
I
issue.
call it earlier when we were looking at it?
maybe
I don't
I'm just
remember what I
Wow,
said
I
actually.
don't remember either. Maybe you want to comment on the style.
Yeah, exactly, Voodoo.
So with the smugglers, we try to keep several things in mind.
I agree.
We have here a very organized group that is
The
kind
door.
of subsisting on the resources that exist on Arrakis. Obviously, they are able to acquire things from other places, but when comparing them to other kind of bigger name factions like the Atreides, the Harkonnen, they don't have the same kind of production base available to them that these kind of great houses do. So while they are like, you know, the more distinguished of the groups you're going to find on Arrakis, they are still kind of salvaging a lot of their materials from things like, you know, fallen highliners or things that exist within the world. A far cry, of course, from the scavengers who have to scavenge simply to survive. They have created something that is much more refined and that suits kind of the ambition levels that they have. So style-wise, that's kind of where, from an art perspective, we've been trying to focus on finding a way of communicating that.
It looks so good though, especially from the inside, the windows.
I know.
I
I love how the windows look so
Me
different from
too.
the inside to the
Yeah.
outside
The
as well. They
windows
get a
finally
completely
look
different feel
good,
to them.
chat.
Here we also see
You
the
can
whole
actually
overview of
see out
all
your
the different
windows.
There's
pieces
Anyone
of
many,
notice?
like, this is for
set.
all of you builders out there, and that you want a new style
Builders,
to mix and
AK
match, or just
Lynn,
completely
AK
do your own smugglers base with. This is perfect for you. You can sit in your chair.
Yeah.
You also see a nice. You got the still
Comfy
suit
bed? Oh, okay, you're talking about the still suit.
on, stylish as ever, and yeah, the comfy bed as you see.
I also
No,
really
it's-
like the lamp for some reason. I really like the lamp.
I actually saw on the
It's so good.
NDA PTC that a lot of people
Stop
commented
cosplaying.
on that, so
Very cool.
it's really cool.
Yeah, for some reason I really, really like the lamp because it looks very different as well from anything else we have in the game so far. And also the little pieces, of course, that you can place, little placeables.
And this base
Gorgeous.
is
So
only this building set and the decoration pieces. So this
Yeah.
is just built with the smuggler set.
So everything you see
Wow.
here. Yeah. And of course.
Why did I say that like the Owen Wilson meme?
No, the ornithopter skin is a normal
Oh,
chum
that's
one.
a normal one. I'm sorry. Apologies
Yeah.
for that.
But yeah, I think you have the Raider buggy skin in there as well.
Oh yeah, it's the buggy.
Nice little lamp there. Looks really, really cool.
They definitely learned from the Lost Harvest. We were saying this earlier. I'm very happy to see that they are very much
it's really cool. And then now that you can swatch your placeables, you can use the same swatch to make your placeables
definitely come on top on this one
in the same style.
No one can complain on that one.
Yeah, look at that.
Earthy.
Yeah, I love
so many
my
options.
Dune Man
I love it.
building. It's my main base at the moment.
So yeah, this will be available at the same time as Chapter 3 launches, and you can go on Steam and you can buy it there.
Right. Yeah, so there you have it. A lot of content.
I love it.
And then also the DLC here is coming your way with Chapter 3. It's around the corner. We're looking at early 2026, depending on testing. But before we take another quick break,
maybe I can mention, did we announce the PTC now, or did we not?
No, I was going to do it at the end, but you can do it now. You can do it now. Go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah, okay. Since we're talking about testing and everything, and we're, it's shipping in early 2026. Tomorrow, this is going live on our PTC servers.
What?
More information about the time and so on. And right now we are going early with, going to PTC with it quite early because we really want your feedback and your thoughts and what you like, so that we have some time to actually tune it and kind of adjust it as people give us feedback. So please check it out. Tell us what you think. Give us feedback.
Exactly.
Thank you.
So before we go into another very quick break, where we have a last round of Q&A as well, we're going to start our giveaway. So now you're actually allowed to spam chat with !AWOO with 2 O's. AWO. Why are you making fun of me? That was a nice awoo.
No, I just love how that's become a
it's
thing.
It's a meme. I know. I'm just joking. I still love it. I think I still wish he was in the game. But anyway, for those of you who came in later, you won't know where this is coming from for the vets among us here in chat. So yeah. Yes. So the giveaway will unfortunately only be open to Twitch. At this point, I am very sorry about this.
I will have my own giveaway
to our community over on YouTube, and also we are going
I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it till Chapter 3, and then we'll give away a copy of Dune.
Awoo.
Awoo.
So, also, we're giving away 2 main games, 3 deluxe upgrades, and 10 DLCs of your choice.
That's fucking madness, chat.
So spam away. While we go into a quick break and then go back into answering some of your questions.
Woo. Woo.
Woo.
Woo. Okay, so anyways, I like the pieces. I like the DLC. I'm very happy with it. I don't think there's any room for complaining, although maybe someone might complain about something. We've received worse, therefore we should praise when it's good, so that they then keep the standard high. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with everything so far. It's interesting that they say they're gonna reverse back to their original idea. Don't know how that's gonna go, how that's gonna look. I assume that will be for the next update. They'll just get Chapter 3 out first. Obviously they're probably very nervous about that one. Okay, heat up the oven. Yes, chat, I'm gonna have pizza today. I reckon it will be a PvE and a PvE world to tie with server. Oh, to tie with the server merges. Actually, do you know what? Yes, I agree. Yes, that is probably what's gonna. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Yeah. Yes, and it'll be... Yes, okay. Locations will be a pain, but it will be the best of both worlds for everyone, then. That's a very happy medium. Well, true. Do you only play funcom games, Voodoo? Or do you play different ones? I have to say that, yeah, being a variety game, I've come across so many game developers, and yeah, funcom is still one of the best to me, anyways. And I've also I currently am working in the game industry, so my newest job is with a publisher, and then I also worked previously in server hosting, but we worked with a lot of developers and studios, so it was very interesting to meet developers behind scenes and talk. It's your first funcom game. Almost gone secret mode, but they killed it. I'd never heard that. I only know Conan and Dune Awakening. Yeah. I only know them two. Chat, get ready. Oh god, I am so stiff. I have sat here solid without even a break for 3 hours, 29 minutes. I'm shattered, bro.
And
I haven't
welcome
even
back
got
again
up
to our
or
last
stretched
Q&A
or
segment,
even
and also
just had a bathroom break.
our
Holy
giveaway
moly.
that's running right now. So if you want to join in, !awoo. Unfortunately, it's only for Twitch. We're giving away 2 main copies of the game, 3 deluxe upgrades, and 10 DLCs of your choice. If you win, we will send you a DM on Twitch, just so you know.
Have your DMs open.
All right, let's get started with some of the questions. We have another question from Kitty Hux. Will we be getting Atreides Harkonnen variants for our carriers
That
and
Bex
crawlers?
is really what?
No.
What did I say before this?
For
Yes,
carriers,
I've seen
yes.
Oh, sorry, carriers.
For carriers, yes.
Sorry, my brain was in a different place. Yes, for carriers, yes,
And
but
For
no
what,
crawlers.
really?
All right, next question from
I said so many things, I
610
can't
on
remember.
YouTube. With the southern half of the deep desert currently PvE, but still containing PvP pockets at objectives, do you plan to adjust the layout or incentives so PvP remains engaging?
What was the question?
We
I missed
don't
it.
have a solid plan currently, like what I think, Ola, you said it earlier, that we intend to bring the deep desert back to the original plan or the original vision for it, basically. But there is
Those are the
some
only
more figuring
games.
out that needs to be done, exactly how that manifests.
Yeah.
We're currently working on how to. We're currently working through
none of
the
them.
designs
I'd
and
never
very,
touched them before.
direction and how we figuring out
No.
how we want to actually in detail solve
Conan
it. But
Exiles was
I
my
mean, we will
first
take-
funcom game.
take both
Yeah.
PvP and PvE into account whenever we do this, of course. So
Talk to me on Twitch is
Maybe
asking,
that's
where
showing
are
my
we with
age.
server
I don't know. I
transfers,
mean,
merges?
I don't know how.
yes,
Maybe that's showing my
we
age.
are working on both.
When I was younger, I was playing things like
character- sorry,
Minecraft
server-
and RuneScape
or
and
character transfer is what we're calling
yeah.
it, which is basically allowing your character to transfer between one world to another, is very close. The team is just wrapping up the small minor details now, and we're doing testing, and then also making sure that it works well with everything.
It is, yeah.
And the team is basically almost
But
there
when
with it.
I was
So
like
expect that one to
11,
land
I
soon.
wasn't gaming
It will work with,
24/7. I had
your
school
character,
and life.
your bases, vehicles,
friends
all of
and,
that. You'll be able to just
I
back
don't
up
know,
your
life.
base and transfer.
Parents
over,
would never
basically.
let me game that much when I
and
was
then
a
server
teenager.
merges is a
or
little bit further
child.
away, but also the team is actively working on it, and it's approaching the later stages of development, I would say, right now. You wanna add?
I can just say that they are using sort of the same tech, basically. So like one thing has to happen before the other, and then we're good to go.
Makes
but
sense,
we're close.
because everything is connected, of course, in one way or another. Ref's Corner on YouTube, will the third Landsred faction still be coming?
That's a lore question. I think I can dodge that one.
Nils is not here anymore.
Yeah, they never did
yeah.
the third faction.
If this is the
they
third
said.
faction in terms of the Landsrad or something, the
Yes.
end game, then it's still a TBD. We'll see.
It's because they're finishing all the
Question on
stuff.
Twitch, would it be possible to create a separate augment tab so it doesn't clutter the inventory?
We don't have plans for that, but that's a suggestion that we should consider.
Yeah. So keep sharing through our channels, Discord and such. Warlord Platypus over on Twitch is asking, can we carry passengers between overland locations in our ornithopters? Warlord Platypus.
No.
No.
It is something that we have been looking at, and we might look at it again. It is a bit of a tricky problem to solve. It's not like we don't want it. It's just that it's technically a challenge to solve. And right now, as a company, we also and as a team, we also have to focus on solving other problems. So it's not a current focus, but it's definitely something we have been looking at in the past.
We did land gaming when I was at school.
Arc Space Quest is asking, what will the new building items be made from? I've actually pinged our resident builder because I have to admit, none of us three here was actually sure. We weren't sure. I'll see if I can. I don't think Tor Egil has answered.
Granite.
I'll try to get back on that question in regards to detailed information about the building.
I would expect it is the same as you would build with the other ones, like the Tradis and. If you're talking about the smuggler ones, I would expect it to be the same, but we can confirm.
From the DLC, yeah. So if we get confirmation on that, we'll definitely let you know. Can we sleep in beds now? Space Code 1 is asking.
Slightly older than you and
but
Basha.
we have been looking at that as well. Again, it's not a focus right now. But yeah, keep giving feedback
we had
like
different
that.
childhoods.
Something that we might look into the future.
There's nothing wrong with it.
So we have another question that is in regards to the building set that we also not 100%
normal,
sure
just
of.
went outside
Will we get
a lot.
half white walls and floors?
Played.
I'm guessing that's also in regards to the new building set.
Even as a teenager.
I would kind of expect so, but I'm actually not sure.
I don't remember. Like in my head, it's like 74 pieces. I do think so, but
Same.
But I'm not 100% sure, so we should be confirming this.
Yes, so I did ping Tor Egil about that as well. And if he has time to answer, I'll definitely update with the reply to that. Serena Savage is asking, will the relocate tool for the vehicles work on vehicles stuck in social hubs?
TV, really?
Good question.
That is a good question.
Yeah.
We will check before we ship it.
I want beds, please. Thanks.
Yeah, that's
vehicles stuck in social hubs.
How is your vehicle getting stuck in social hubs?
Did you go to the bar and have a few too many drinks?
You couldn't drive home because you were too drunk.
No,
so
but
I don't think it's meant for those kind of edge cases.
So
if you can't drive, don't drive.
Technically, vehicles cannot spawn in social hubs, but I think I understand what they mean. I mean, we'll look into it. Yeah, and yeah, just. Please make a request or something for someone to look into it.
Yeah.
I think currently the tool only it's only on the same map, right?
It's only on the same map. You can't use tools in social hubs, so you can't do it. But I don't know if what the problem is.
Maybe they found an exploit
that they're stuck in the social hub. Yeah.
Oh, you have to make sure you get the microphone.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Rashid Williams is asking, will there be an attachment to God of Flower Sand with crawlers?
Flower Sand with crawlers. Not in the plan currently. So you still have to go onto the sand, dare your life with the...
Use the compactor.
I mean, you could just naked run
or
like
naked.
I do.
You can naked. Yeah, you can.
I defo naked run.
Nothing is like gathering some flower sand early in the morning naked on the sands of Arrakis.
You have some really weird hobbies, Ole Andreas. Let me just say that. Like, okay, interesting, but yeah, let's not iterate on that further. Not yet, maybe next time. Gramfiel is asking, will there be a way to go back to another faction if you already swapped faction one time already? So, defect twice.
No, they already said it.
No.
They said this at the very beginning.
They don't trust you anymore.
Have you back.
They don't trust you anymore. Nope. Gotta choose your gotta choose your gotta choose your way properly here. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, made sense in my head. Drew Lopez is asking, is there any announcements about console release date?
No announcement. We are working on it. We have builds running, and it's looking pretty good. There's some cool adjustments, or like we're customizing also quite a bit for the console, so it's using different elements of it, like the different what do you call it, like technologies of the controller, etc., etc. So it's coming along quite nicely, but no release date. It'll be late next year is what we said so far.
All right.
Late
Lupus
2026.
88
That will be
was
like
asking,
Christmas
what about building
time.
items like lamps? Will they be raised to like the limits? Sorry, building limits.
No, mostly this is mostly a performance concern, to be honest. So we'll, like, as we keep working on the game, we continuously optimize, we continuously look at things like this. If we see that we have the option to raise it, we will definitely do so, because it's one of the things that is requested. But right now, performance is the limiting factor, and yeah.
It
So
must really mess
maybe
up
in the
the
future,
performance with
for now,
those
no.
lights.
All right. How's Erebus on YouTube? Any word on allowing fabricators and storage set to faction permissions, similarly to how they can be set to public or guilds?
Yeah, pretty much. I would
Faction
think.
permissions
Faction permissions on
on
places.
fabricators and storage.
Oh, right.
So you can say any Harkonnen can access this.
That is not on the plans, but it's also an interesting idea.
Can be just nice to your faction only.
You can just put it to public, and then you say like a trades only, like write a sign above it.
No Harkonnen allowed.
Yes. And then you
that.
have like snipers hidden in the different mountains.
It's a cool idea, though. I like that. Yeah. I mean, the idea from our player. Yours is fun too. Yours is fun too in another way. So Evil Angel is asking, will it be possible to restore completely broken armor, weapons, and equipment?
Currently
No,
not on
because
the plans.
the whole point is
But,
to
recycle.
grind to get it. But yeah,
Yes.
they want
And
you to
then
work
Connor
together.
Michael is asking on YouTube, are any adjustments or balances going to be made to cripple strike?
Yeah,
Thank
they
you.
might like.
We are currently not doing balancing on cripple strike. I think with what Alex talked about earlier with the stamina cost and things like that, we will see how that's received basically. So we do want to do a full assessment of combat and balance, but I feel that we've reacted maybe a little bit too quickly in some cases, and
There you go.
that, because of that, the game has drifted in a way that we didn't really predict, because we didn't fully understand the consequences of things we did. We fixed some bugs, and that had consequences that we didn't fully understand at the time. And I think that we need to take a step back and look at where we are, and also define clearly where we are going.
That's
we are not
fair.
at that stage yet,
I
but
think
there
that's
are
right.
changes,
I think they were rushing to fix
that you'll
everything because
see,
they were panicking.
when you
I
play, but
agree.
it's not going to be the full package that people are hoping for, not just yet.
But it's coming. Or we're looking at it.
I think that's fair.
Alrighty, let's see if you
I
have some
think
more
that's
questions.
extremely fair what they've said.
See if you can answer some more.
It does.
Ow.
And look at this chapter. It's because they've taken so
Also,
long
I am
to
checking
do it,
in
and they've
if
taken
how
their
we're doing on
time. It just,
giveaway.
I get it. They were
Still going,
panicking.
that's
The
good
player
too.
base
So
was
remember,
dropping.
exclamation
Things were
mark,
looking pretty
ow,
dire and
if you
have
want to
been
have a
pretty
chance
dire.
at either winning 2 full game versions, 3 deluxe upgrades, or 1 of 10
But
DLCs of your
this
choice.
chapter's looking very good. Very, very, very good.
Okay, we have Alan Estrada. I think he had a question, or they had a question earlier too, on YouTube. Can we please have the higher tower fabricator craft the lower tier stuff as well? Probably a question for
So it's
Leo?
it's a tricky thing in a way, because like the more we optimize like this, the less need you'll have to expand your base.
Correct.
So we are actually careful and making sure that we want players to have all the things, so that they will have to keep engaging with the building loops and build things bigger. So we are not planning to do that just now.
Some players are asking for things to be so easy, and it's like they can't do these things,
another
guys.
question from Pick Roses 24 from YouTube.
Doesn't
When will
make
this build be
sense.
on the test server? We actually mentioned that already, but you can go into that again.
I can repeat it.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Might have missed it. Tomorrow. Yes, will be available tomorrow. Is it going to be a bigger party size?
Oh,
we had
please
kind of
say
questions
yes.
already, but we can iterate on that.
There'll still be 4
Yes.
player party size.
I wish they'd up it to 6.
Okay. Actually, I got some answer here as well now.
6. Up it to 6.
So there are half walls indeed in the. Oh, I'm sorry. Have to
Then we
mention
weren't
that.
lying, or
No, I was
hallucinating.
pretty sure. I just wasn't 100% sure. So yeah, there will be half walls in this new building set in the DLC. Also, I should get an answer anytime now regarding the actual material being used. Well, we have another question though. No, actually we answered that question already. But I got the answer now regarding half floors, but not triangle floors. All right, that kind of
true.
was
Everybody wants 8.
the
to be
answer
fair.
from
I was
our
just
resident builder
compromising with
regarding
6.
the question for the DLC. Also,
But
now
yeah.
we have what material. So let's see if you can answer that as well. All right, but I think. Okay, that's actually a question from Nicole. What faction did you? I mean, people know I picked Harkonnen. I mean, come on. What factions did you guys pick, though? Nicole wants to know.
Atreides.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, me too.
I picked Atreides. I'm not exactly sure because in Anarchy Online I click Omnitech all the time. So
yeah, there you go.
I surprised myself a little bit with
the bad
Atreides,
ones.
but I
You're
went
going
for
goody.
Atreides. Yeah.
Goody two shoes, which they are really not, though. Let's just say that. Pretending to be.
Atreides
I
till
have
we
not defected
die.
yet, so maybe one day.
You're planning to defect. There we go.
Ugh.
All right. So
Atreides,
I
but
am
my
just checking
building
in
is
on
Harko.
what's
Is it
going
really?
on, if we
That's
have,
hilarious.
winner draw.
I've never seen an Harkonnen
Sometimes
building
when it's
with
been
an
worked on.
Atreides
So we can
person.
discuss a bit more. Okay. So
Oh, that's fun.
I want to ask you actually because there's so much in this new chapter.
It's cool.
So much.
What is your favorite thing though? Can you even choose because you both have been
Yeah,
working on pretty much
goth-like.
all
So-
those as
It's the vibe.
I think
Death.
from my sake, I mean, it's connected. I think if I were to choose one thing, I would were
Yeah.
to choose the difficulty scale dungeons. Or sorry,
Yes,
the testing
agreed.
stations.
I think the
those are
dungeons
my
are the
favorite
best
thing.
bit. Yes.
Because I will always want to be able to challenge myself to something a bit harder. I'm very glad that we're allowing both the people who play solo or
Yeah,
duo or
100%.
trio or 4-player parties to participate in them and challenge themselves. But I think that's the one thing I'm looking the most forward to because I want to be able to beat it at 99 difficulty. I was trying 10 the other day with Jeff, the person next to me in the office. We got hammered. It was so hard during the duos, but it was a ton of fun. So that is probably my one thing.
Yeah, I think definitely hands down the new bosses, the new testing stations, basically because they are much closer to the vision that we had for how they would be, basically. But
Yeah.
time and being what it is, we didn't manage to fully get there. But now this is actually what we all wanted them to be. All have them themed, have bosses,
Yeah.
and also the fact that we finally have we have instancing, we have a difficulty scaling, and we're basing it not just on how difficult you choose it to be, but also how many are going in there. So those are things that as an old gameplay designer, it's to me, it's well, of course we're going to do that. And now we've
Yeah,
done
it's
it,
a
and,
shame
it's
they
looking
rushed
really
those
good,
testing
actually.
stations.
Exciting.
It is a
Alright.
shame.
And I think as
The
a
vision was
survival game,
good.
which Dune is, it's cool that we're going so deep into the system side for me. So I'm looking forward to the grind. For me, it's gonna be an exciting grind.
Yeah, me too. Like I wouldn't call it grind, but I love the whole min-maxing aspect of it because I'm
Yes,
a stickler
agreed.
for that.
And I just
wanna
want
get
to
the best
play.
gear
I just want
possible, the
something to
best
do when I
RNG
log
and-
in all
yeah,
the
so
time.
Even if
I'm
it's
actually
not-
excited for that.
Even if it doesn't need to be a grind, I will grind the hell out of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, am I not allowed to
That's
swear?
fair.
Maybe not.
All right. So I hear that we're already actually we're already reaching out to the winners. So we actually have winners already. Do we have all winners? So should we just stop with the giveaway? We can move on. So unfortunately, for those of you who haven't gotten, or we're in the process of DMing you if you won, but with that said, the giveaway is over.
Giveaway's over, chat.
There, so here we go. Okay. Maybe we can have the infographic up again to see how beefy this update is going to be. I think really, like, this is all the stuff that's coming for free. All the new systems, as we mentioned, based on player feedback, based on like discussions that we're following on Reddit, on social media, on different types of forums, in our Discord, of course, as well. And I think it's a very, very, very good foundation that we have built here to really also, expand on and like, work with.
We got some exciting plans in the future, building on top of this and fleshing out other aspects of the game. So look forward to that. I mean, the game has been out for only 6 months already.
Has it really?
Yeah, it's actually
only
6 months.
hard to think about that.
And I'm super excited because we have a ton of stuff for you all to share and play in chapter 3. Did you have something?
Yes, I think that's what they're trying
I
to
just
do with
wanted
the
to
Landsrad now.
I have the memory of a goldfish, so I have to have cheat sheets, and it's like these are the things that I wanted to talk about. But there's quite a lot.
All right. So here you have the graphic again, and I think with that. No, wait, we actually had 3 more questions now. I just remembered. I think we
more questions.
Did we? Just making sure I didn't forget anything. No, we have all the questions that were related to me answered, so that's great too. We got that out of the way. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being on this journey with us. We really do appreciate it. If you haven't yet, update your client to get the free DLC, or not DLC, but it's a pack. Let's call it a pack to not confuse anyone, with those really fun placeables, the strategy table, and the little things you can play with. There you see it again. I'm a huge fan of this. I just like little tidbits like this that work for role-playing as well. It's just like
I like it.
Base.
It's a nice gift.
And also remember to follow our socials, Dune Awakening everywhere, join our Discord, keep giving us feedback. Possibly, if possible, constructive feedback that we can really work with.
Yeah,
as well,
not nasty,
we do actually love constructive feedback. It's important to us.
Don't be nasty.
Other than that, I'm just getting a message here. Okay, all good.
Looking at you.
Cool. All right. Yeah, that was it. Thank you so much to my guests here, Viljar and Ole Andreas.
Oh my God, Chad, we did it.
And
it's been a nearly 4-hour stream.
We do, of course, hope to see you for the next stream, and stay hydrated, sleepers.
Okay, legendary. I'm very happy with that, chat. I don't know about you. I am extremely happy with that. I checked Discord. Oh my God. Whoa. Like some backwards capability for the fabricators. Oh my God. Look at those bad boys. Nice. Yeah, we got some stuff in the guild. I am too. Yeah, I'm really happy. The only thing that I think could have like sweetened the deal was maybe a date. But you know what? More respect to them for not putting a date. Actually, that was just me being greedy. More respect to them for not putting a date, and keeping it open and just doing the playtest and like taking feedback and all that kind of like fair play. Because they could have just set a date to make people just like happy and be like, okay, I'll come back to Dune. Okay, it's all done. And instead, they're just kind of holding off still. So, fair play to them for not doing a date. Yeah, exactly. They have more time to fix, to cook, to do stuff. Yeah, I would. Yes. So, chat. I would assume what Ashra said, which is February. I guess. But not confirmed. Don't know. But yes, you'd think that it would be. But let them do their stuff. And you motherfucker, I looked at the thing. Thanks for the bits. I thought you weren't here. I thought I was in the clear. Right, let me just stop the YouTube stream. Thank you for everyone on YouTube that's been watching. Make sure to like, subscribe. I will be doing a really big video of a recap of all things you need to know chapter 3. That will be coming out. I'll start it tomorrow after work. It should hopefully be out by the weekend. But thank you so much. I appreciate you and take care of yourselves. Bye.